Hello, Cubs fans. Welcome back. We are live. It is the watch along, so I don't got to go through the usual spiels that we normally do, but we are live. And it is myself and the Juice Man to start things off. We will have a third co host joining us at some point in the near future during this watch along. Juice, buddy, first off, I told you off camera, I love that hat. Second off, how are you, my friend?
Doing good, man. You get to see the view of what I look like when I watch Cubs baseball.
I love it. I love it. I'm a big fan. There's nothing better than being comfortable. I'm chilling comfortably in my chair. You're chilling comfortably, it looks like, on your couch. And
Yes.
hopefully everybody else that's watching along with us is also comfortably watching while tuning in to Chicago Cubs baseball. There is no Ron Luce eating 9 hot dogs tonight. Ron Luce might eat 3 though for dinner because I got to figure something out at some point during this whole mess. But yeah, man, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's been a hot minute since you and I have been on the mic. At least I know Joey and Tyler were joined by our fearless CEO and noted White Sox fan who clearly wants to be a
Yeah,
Cubs
he's
fan,
not
Mr.
that
Tony
anymore.
Marchese. No,
He's not that anymore.
no.
No. I don't think those exist anymore. They're
Oh,
dying.
Sox
breed.
fans? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. You're either a hater, as defined by John Schifrin, or you're just a miserable person. I guess I don't even know what way that goes when it's all said and done, man.
All I know is it's going to be fun to watch the game with you, Ronald. They're already first and second here, 1 out.
Good start.
Ian Happ, frustrating. Ian Happ has been frustrating. Can I say that without being
Yeah,
ridiculed?
this is a safe space.
I know, but people love Ian Happ, and I do too. I just wish he was better right now. I said that. Remember when everybody got hurt, I tweeted out and I said Dansby Swanson, Ian Happ, Nico Horner, Christopher Morel all need to be great during this stretch, and you can make the argument that only one of them's been good.
Yeah, and even then, I mean, you can kind of note that all of them have been struggling, if we're being brutally honest. I mean, Nico went a little cold the last couple of games. You know what? I think with a lot of these guys, Juice, and this is what I'm kind of learning about this Cubs team, is like this Cubs lineup hums when everybody's in their like proper spot, if that makes sense, right? Like Seiya Suzuki is the perfect 2-hole hitter in this lineup. Cody Bellinger is the perfect 3-hole hitter in this lineup. Ian Happ either thrives at the top of the lineup or toward the bottom of the lineup, not anywhere in between, right? Swanson makes an impact somewhere around that 6-hole, 5-hole. Morel kind of the same way between 4 and 6. Like it really does feel like each of these guys they kind of have their spot. And when they're, again, because of necessity at this point, are forced out of that spot, it kind of, I think, messes with a lot of these guys and what they do in terms of production at the plate.
Seems like they got 2 hitters right now, realistically.
Yep. And one of them's not even the 4 that you named.
I know. Which, I mean, and even like Bush, man, like he's struggled mightily lately. They're changing the way they pitch to him. I don't think he's seen a fastball in seems like years.
And again, though, I think he benefits from a guy like Cody Bellinger hitting in front of him in the lineup. So it really just goes to show, like, I do think, and again, I mean, these guys are going to adjust. It's not going to be an immediate, turnaround when these guys are going to fix things per se, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, they're still winning games. Record April, Juice, for team history, 18 wins. It's the most in the month of April in franchise history. Not even the 16 World Series team did that.
I believe the 16 win 17.
They were 17, so I think they tied the original record, if I remember correctly. And now this 2024 Craig Counsell-led Cubs team is the one that breaks that. But I'll tell you what, though, you know who has been fun, though, and I think he needs to get a lot of love? Mike Bachman's been really fucking
good. That's their one hitter. They got one hitter.
He's been electric. I mean, shit, he's a 9-something OPS right now?
He's been incredible. It's just, I don't know, like Ian Happ, you're making like $21 million this year.
I believe it is 21. Yeah, it'd be that way sometimes, man. A couple comments here. Hey, Bernie. How are you? Good to see you as always. This is an issue. Stole it breezing. What a name. He says nobody runs like Mays, just hitting like shit.
Runs like Mays, hits like shit. You know the reference?
I don't.
Major League.
Dude, you know what I need to do? It's been so long since I've
It's our
watched.
first trivia question.
I've watched most of the like good baseball movies that I need to like go rewatch them. I think that's really what it is. Like I if I remember correctly, like I probably haven't watched Major League start to end in like 10 years. Like I think that needs to get fixed. I think that's going to be on the list of summer activities for Ron Luce is motherfucker. We're already off to a hot start. Cubs leave 2 on, and we go to the bottom of the first. But we get to see Shota tonight. I'll be honest with you, Juice. I'm actually excited about this because outside of all of us going to the home opener, I think in totality, I've only seen one Shota start so far this season. He's always pitching on days that I'm either like half watching, I'm out and about, just naturally multitasking with life. Weekends, right? Like, you guys obviously know I'm venturing out to the Quad Cities. It feels like every other weekend. He always pitches when I can't watch. So I'm kind of excited about this today. I'm excited to see Shota deal.
Yeah, admitted. I don't think I've watched a lot of him either.
He's pitched on weird days. Like if you really sit there and think about it, he's always pitching on like Saturday afternoons, like weird like getaway days. Like he hasn't really pitched in like a prime slot other than probably that home opener, if we're being brutally honest. So it's just something to keep an eye on here. Darren with a fun comment. He says, I know maybe not ideal, but an opening of Happ, Talkman, and Say at the top would eat pitches to start the game.
We might get that sooner rather than we think.
We might.
Don't
especially
you think
because
so?
Belly will be out. Yeah.
Right.
I think I haven't seen I feel like I've seen more updates about Bellinger than I have about Sayat.
Yeah. Well, Belly played catch.
And baseball activities, we'll call it, right?
Yeah.
But he's at least like doing things. I don't even know if Seiya Suzuki's been hitting yet.
Yeah, but with that injury, right? You can't really do anything for like the first 3 weeks, right? Like
obliques are
with
tough.
that oblique, it's like you want to rest it before. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Well,
I play one on the stream though.
Yeah, you do. I feel like with the obliques though, like because of again just the nature of the sport of baseball and how you swing a bat, it's like an oblique is like the hardest injury to come back from fully because it is, I mean, arguably one of the most utilized muscles as a baseball player, right? When you swing a bat, that oblique is getting utilized more than most other muscles in the body. Quite frankly, I mean, it'd be nice though. I'll be honest with you, that would be a hell of a lineup in terms of eating up pitches though, because those guys would stare down like 10 pitch counts to start every game. Pitcher would have like a 30 pitch first inning every single time, even if all 3 of them end up getting out. I mean, it'd be craziness.
Can you hear me?
You sound echoey.
How about now?
Playing with the mic.
Yeah.
I can still hear you. It sounds like you're further away from the mic. That's all it is.
I didn't want to hold it.
You should like lay it on your chest.
No, because then I feel like I'm like at a psychologist and I'm like laying here.
How do you really feel, Juice? Tell us all your feelings.
Well, I don't like how the offense looks. I wish that Jed Hoyer did more. No. I was listening to Major Networks today.
Major Networks.
Yeah. I was. And a lot of people seem to be jumping off of the cliff on this Cubs team after last night. It's like they're so unhealthy. It's not even funny.
They are very unhealthy, and yet they're still finding a way to win ball games.
Yeah, like they're a half game out.
Yeah.
Stop complaining.
It's April. Again, they didn't have a tragic start.
Right?
Well, it is May now. It's gotta be May. It at least like they didn't lose the division, right? Like we talk about it all the time. You can't win the division in April, but you sure as hell can lose it. They didn't lose it in April. If anything, they did exactly what they needed to do in April. And that was without I mean, how many of your most critical players, right? Wicks is the latest addition to the IL, obviously, but you haven't had Steele all month. Yet you've only had Taillon for about half of April. I mean, and those are two of your frontline starters, right? I mean, it's been Javier Assad carrying this team from a rotation standpoint. It's been Shota, obviously. You know, Taillon now coming back looks phenomenal. Ben Brown's been great. You know, their depth has been exercised. But and then even from a hitting perspective, right? I mean, you're arguably missing your two best hitters in this lineup in Seiya Suzuki and Cody Bellinger. Actually, I'm not even say arguably. They are your two best hitters in this lineup.
Yeah.
You're missing literally your two best players, and yet somehow this team is still winning ball games. Like, I mean, what more can you ask for? Craig Counsell's pulling the right figures, and you know, again, I think with like Shota, for example, obviously we could see him tonight, so this makes sense. Like he's slowly becoming that like slump buster, right? Like, hey, the buck stops here. Like, I don't give a shit what happened the last 4 days. I'm on the bump tonight. You're getting 6. It's going to be a pretty good 6, and we're going to be in this game when I leave the game. Like that, and that's all you can ask for, right? I mean, you know, but Justin Steele pitched today, cool and tough at Iowa. Went 3 1/3 through about 63 pitches before he was lifted. I believe 40. I think it was 61 pitches, and 43 of them went for strikes. In addition, he did give up 3 earned, which. Whatever. It's his first time throwing on a mound in a real game in a month. I'm not really worried about it. Struck out 4, only walked 1. So, and he only gave up, I think it was 6 hits. So, and according to Alex Cohen on Twitter, we love that. He only gave up 1 ball off the bat over 100 miles per hour today. So a lot of soft contact was generated by Justin today, even though he gave up the 3 earned. So
I'm not even worried about results down there.
No,
if he's healthy.
That's exactly what I said. Shameless plug in the article over at ontapsportsnet.com. I was like, the Cubs don't care about what he does in terms of results. Jameson Taillon got shelled for, I think, 6 earned in his first rehab start. Like, they don't give a shit what the results are. They just want to make sure you look healthy. And that's exactly what Steele looked like today. He looked like himself. He was normal windup. He didn't look like he was wincing much. You know, obviously that hamstring. I think he's been good. I'm curious to see though if he gets another rehab start. I don't know how they're going to handle him because, like, I look at JMO. JMO went from your backyard, did this rehab start at South Bend, then did a rehab start at Iowa, and then made his major league season debut. Whereas they just sent Steele straight to Iowa. So I don't know if that means he's only going to make 1 rehab start and then come back, or if he's just going to make another start at Iowa. I think either way is possible.
No, because I thought I had read, and we can look this up because we got plenty of time while we're on the stream, that he's going to work out tomorrow and that he's coming to meet the team on Friday.
Oh, beautiful. Then that means he's pitching in that San Diego series next week.
Right.
Because that's how he would line up for 5 days.
So do you think that what they'll do is
he would throw what, Monday then, right? If I do my math correctly?
Thursday,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday?
So.
If they pitch him on 5 days rest, they could pitch him on 6 days. Please, for the love of God, Cubs, pitch him on 6 days. I want to see him on the 7th when I go to the game. That would be awesome.
Let me look here.
Well, while you're looking at that, I'm gonna address a couple comments here. Still at Breezing says that hammy injury impacting Happ's approach at the plate. That's a fair point. I could absolutely see that as well. He also says worried about Wicks. He says forearm injuries typically lead to Tommy John. Mm-hmm. Hope not too bad of an issue. Agreed. I feel like by now we would have heard if it was Tommy John. I feel like when like Strider and all those guys have hit the IL with forearm issues, it was within like 48 hours of it happening that we found out their seasons were done. So I don't think it's that, but surely they're going to be cautious with him, especially because he's a young pitcher and we already know how they're treating things. I mean, let's be honest. If Kyle Hendricks figures it out, who he's making a rehab start at AA Tennessee, I believe on Friday or tomorrow, it's one of the two. Shahadev Sharma of The Athletic reported that a little bit earlier. At least he was the first one to report it a little bit earlier.
Tomorrow.
So that'll be tomorrow. Okay. So you got another rehab start coming. I mean, if Kyle looks, maybe Kyle was truly hurt. I know a lot of people are like, it's a phantom stint. What if he actually was hurt and just pitching through it because 2/5 of their starting rotation was already hurt? I mean, we'll never know, obviously, but I can't hear you now. Did you disconnect your mic?
I muted myself.
Ah, that's what it is. JMO and Severino pitched that game like they were double parked, is what he said about Monday's game.
Here, just to go back to our Justin Steele talk. Per Craig Counsell, this is from Taylor McGregor. Everything went well with Justin's rehab start with the Iowa Cubs. He will work out in Iowa tomorrow and then meet with the team in Chicago Friday. Nothing official on when and where his next start will be.
We love that. Well, if he's joining the Cubbies, I mean, that essentially means he's coming back. It's just, do you wait a week to let him pitch once they go on the road in Pittsburgh next weekend? Or do you say, hey, come take a start at Wrigley and pitch in that San Diego series next week? Because they got 3 starting on Monday with the Padres. After the 3, of course, that start with the Brewers on Friday.
Unless on Friday, he's going there to work out for them and then do another rehab start in South Bend. Because maybe. I think Iowa goes on the road.
Iowa goes on the road. Yeah. That's the one thing I've noticed. And I think that's why they did what they did with JMO, was just because it's whoever's at home. They always want the guy to pitch at the home ballpark.
Because none of it matters. I mean, it's.
No. I mean, from an MILB perspective, I mean, a big leaguer making a rehab start is probably great for ticket sales.
Oh, you should see when they had Drew Smiley here last year in my backyard. And, I mean, mind you, they had the same day, they had Kerry Woods signing, and they had Smiley.
Right.
So, I mean, there was not an empty seat in the house.
Yeah. And that was when Smiley was obviously still a starter, too. So that was even more impactful at the time. It wasn't like he is now where he's just a lefty option out of the bullpen. Darren says if Kyle figures it out, he could get his ERA down to 8 in no time. Yeah, surely. And then still at breezing, Hendricks and Smiley on IL with ERA inflammation. That's a good one. That comment's getting starred. That's really funny, actually. I thoroughly enjoy that one. Oh, Juice. But speaking of pitchers, it's something that I wanted to talk about because obviously we haven't done a show now, and this is the first time we're on any kind of microphones as a group here at Cubs on Tap since Sunday night, late Sunday night, as when Joey and Tyler did that show with Mr. Marchese. Jameson Taillon has been really fucking good to start this season. And that is so nice to see.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they need out of him. Like he is truly performing like the $18 million a year pitcher that he is. Because, you know, those first 2 starts, you knew he was going to be on limited work, right? The fact he got through 5 and then 5 2/3 was great. You know, Juice, I think it was you that said it on the one show after his 5 2/3 start. Like, if he's in midseason form, he gets that next batter. Like, he doesn't get lifted the way he did. And then to go out there and just your 3rd start of the season and go 7 1/3 in just a complete pitcher's duel in New York to keep your team in it. And sure, yeah, he picked up the no decision, but and again, he wasn't K-ing guys. That's, I think, one thing about this Cubs team that I really enjoy is Amaya takes a walk, is sometimes these starters aren't going to K 6, 7, and 8 guys per game. They might only K 1 guy or 2 guys, but they'll give you the freaking, 6 1/3, 6 2/3, 7, 7 1/3. And sometimes that's just as good as a 10 punch out game, because as long as you're getting outs, who gives a shit how you get them? An out's an out regardless, right? So I don't know. Again, something I wanted to bring up with Taillon. I think he's been so good. And I feel like just not enough people are talking about it, of just how good he's been. Like his return to this rotation, especially now with the Wicks injury, is just what the doctor ordered when we're talking about this team moving forward. Because now if he can stay healthy, you get Steele back in the fold here in the next, we'll call it 10 days. Now all of a sudden you're staring down the barrel of pretty close to your fully loaded starting rotation for the first time all season. And you've got a couple of guys that have come out of the woodwork to, in my opinion, earn themselves continual starts, and guys like Javier Assad and Ben Brown, especially while Hendricks and some of these other guys are still kind of working their way back.
Even Wesneski, I didn't mind his start in Boston.
No,
I mean, I'm not going to say he was great, but I mean,
he wasn't bad.
Why do I feel like they put? I'm going to call Hayden Wesneski the Justin Fields of the Cubs because they just put him in the shittiest situations
possible.
It's like
they're like, hey, fix this.
Let's fly you in on 4 nights of rest, and you could face the former National League champions. Like, and then what did he do? He pitched 4 shutout,
4 perfect innings.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, he gave up 1 base runner.
Yeah.
So almost 4 perfect innings.
And then they just throw him in like, yeah, here's Boston. Like,
yeah.
Who's playing good baseball. I mean, I poo-pooed him when, but I mean, I don't know. I want to like give my little take on the fact that they let Garrett Cooper go.
Oh, please do.
To the Red Sox. Does Patrick Wisdom know where the bodies are? Like, I mean,
100%.
Cooper's a way better defender, and you sacrifice, mind you, if he's healthy, 5 home runs for the whole year. I mean, what? Cooper's going to hit at least like 18, maybe
even if
15.
He 15, yeah, even if he fits 15.
At best, you're only playing Patrick Wisdom against lefties, and who even knows where that bat's going to be when everybody's healthy again.
Right.
And he can't play third, and he can't play first.
No.
And I don't want him in right. Like, what does Patrick Wisdom have that makes him so, like, I don't know, what's the word? Like you can't get rid of him. Like, he's invincible on this roster.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only thing that I can really point to is that he's power off the bench.
But he doesn't run into he hasn't run into anything yet.
Well, and I think on top of that too, though, you could make the argument, especially with how this current Cubs team is built and how many guys on this team can run. Like, Garrett Cooper hitting a double or a triple into the gap with men on base is just as good as Patrick Wisdom running into one with nobody on base, if not better, right? Like, I agree. I think that was a puzzling, because even if you stack them up against each other, right? You say, well, Patrick Wisdom can play third. Can he? Are you really going to put him over Madrigal or Morel at this point? No. And then on top of that, okay, so you're only going to play him against lefties. Well, that's what you were doing with Cooper to begin with. And then to your point, Cooper is a better defensive first baseman. Cooper was hitting incredibly well for the Cubs. Sure, he cooled off a little bit because you needed him out of necessity to be a DH for a few games. But even then, now you have Mervis up. So, like, again, I understand that this front office very clearly likes Wisdom. He's been around since 2021. But I agree with you, Juice. Like, I don't see what Wisdom has that Cooper didn't outside of the raw power. And even then, what's 6 home runs of difference if he's only going to play 97 games? Like, what does it matter at that point? Let's say even Cooper hits only 10 home runs because he doesn't play a full season. Is that are those 13 bombs really that important? No, because I think, to your point, Juice, what did Cooper do better than anybody on this current team? He hit with runners in scoring position. Like, to me, that was the biggest thing. You're back, Juice. You froze.
Yeah, I cut out for a second.
You're good. A lot of good comments here, though, on this topic as well. And Darren, don't worry. I see your guys's. I see some of the earlier comments. We're gonna get back to those too. But Christopher Cole, first off, he said, "What's up, fellas? Hello, sir. How are you?" But he says, "Wisdom has wisdom." That was his lovely joke. Darren says, "I love Patrick, but your guys' point on Coop is undefendable." He says, "You keep Wisdom for the quote men of the Cubs calendar." That's about it, according to Jeff. And Stoller Breezen says, "Cubs needed cash consideration. They felt Wisdom was comparable." Did they really need cash considerations, though? You know how you keep that cash coming in? You let freaking Garrett Cooper hit with men on base and drive in runs, because when the Cubs score runs, they win games, and that means more asses and seats at Wrigley Field.
I think he's just got pictures of Jed and Carter all over doing things.
Unspeakable things.
Yeah, I think that's just unfortunately what it has to be. I don't know. Watch, he's gonna now that I said this, he'll go on a tear where
Probably.
he like makes himself stay in the lineup. I don't know.
Somehow. A little bit earlier, Stolitz's first pitch strike automatic, one of the zone, guy throwing darts on the corners. I believe that was in relation to Mr. Taillon. And then even when struggling, people said no one works harder. Studying tape and working to improve. Hope he keeps it up. Taillon, that is according to Darren. Yeah, again, like I just was something I need to get off my chest with Jameson Taillon. I think Jameson Taillon got poo-pooed so much last season. And it's funny because Cubs on Tap is almost always clearly right. Where the fuck did that? What are they zooming in on? Why are we zooming in on the Coca-Cola sign? It's pink. Anyway. You muted yourself again, Juice.
Boog's probably talking about something. Coke.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's hard when you're watching it on mute to figure out like the context. You know what? Son of a bitch, we're putting closed captioning on. I don't like doing this, but we're gonna do it.
That's how I watch TV with my grandpa.
Closed captioning?
Oh, he needs it. He was in Vietnam.
Oh, so he can't hear.
Yeah.
My closed captioning's not even fucking working. Oh, there it is.
Closed captioning makes you realize how like slow you read too.
Oh, 1,000%. Like there, you can definitely figure out quickly if you read fast or not.
Oh,
if you can keep up with closed captioning.
Shodi Managa just like rocks you to sleep, doesn't he?
Because he's so relaxing on the mound.
He really is, man. Like he's got that like, all right.
He's just so dialed in. He's fun to watch though. He really is. But it's funny that you bring that up because now I think back to the home opener and like there was a point in the fifth inning where I wanted to fall asleep because I was like, I had taken a break on the old Crackham train. You know, the body settled in. He was just cruising through the Rockies lineup, like, and I was just sitting there. I was just like, man, I could go for a nap right now,
dude. Like they're showing his splits here. It's so ridiculous.
It's gross.
Like, it's great. They got the right guy. I'll say that. I mean, you really would love to have Yamamoto, but I mean,
for the price difference,
sure, you're getting the same, if not better, you know.
And one's a lefty.
Yeah.
You know what the Cubs are positioning themselves for? It's the Saki.
Yeah, I sent this in the chat. Remember, we were talking about it. Mm-hmm. Be cool. I'd like it. That one's different too because you can't just throw him you can't just throw money at him.
No, it's like Shohei the first time he came over, where it's a certain level of contract he's going to get. He's not going to get the Yamamoto money.
Also, how does Yamamoto get that? Because he was 25.
This kid's only 18. I think it's because of service time in the NPB. I think that's how it works. Like, I think there's an exception. I think there's an exception where if you get posted early, you can only make so much. Okay. Versus if you get posted later, it's a bidding war. Because, like, if you think about it, right? Like, when Tanaka came over, he had, he got a huge deal at that time when he came over. Whereas, like, Ohtani came over so early in his career that he had, like, more of a capped number on the salary. I don't know how it explicitly works. I would have to research it. And if anybody in the comments wants to research that, let us know in the comments. That'd be freaking awesome.
If that's the case, why is there ever a reason to come over early?
a good question. More
Wait,
money?
would you want to pitch until you were 25?
Yeah, but I mean, it's guaranteed money, right?
Rack
MLB
'em up,
contracts are
baby.
fully guaranteed.
Sorry.
No, you're good. We love double plays. Those are cool and tough. I mean, MLB contracts are fully guaranteed, right? So if you get over here, that's guaranteed money you're making right away. And I mean, even that contract's going to pay more than the MPB will.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So,
I don't know. I just
and you get to that, you get to a second contract if you stay healthy, right? I mean, if Sasaki comes over at 20 years old, his next contract is at 26, and then he's going to make Yamamoto's money at that point look stupid if he continues to perform the way he has in the MPB. Then all of a sudden, he's getting a $400 million contract at age 26.
one of these days I'm gonna sit on like Excel and take the average of the Japan League and then write this up and see if you made more money coming out early or not.
It's an intriguing thought.
Because I wonder, like, if you're a phenom like he is, like why a team just doesn't throw like as much money as they can at him.
Yeah.
And just say, hey, when you turn 25, you don't have to worry about, going through MLB, not minimum, obviously, because it's an international contract, but it's damn near. I mean, some of them aren't. I don't know. Be interesting.
Yeah. I know there's something to do with like how it works and this, that, and the other, with how the MPB stuff works. Darren, about 10 days ago, he said that he was scared Bush is going to get steady diet of 2-strike curveballs, and his fears are being realized. Still, it says, is Advert missing the zone or making bad pitches in the count? A little bit of both, maybe?
He's got, and I'm no pitching coach, but I looked back to last year. I did this yesterday because I was pissed off that he gave up a homer. If you go back and look up what he was doing last year with his front side compared to now, looks awful.
Way different. Is he just like pulling up early, and that's why?
Well, if you notice too, like a lot of his running fastballs are leaking over the inside of the plate or the middle of the plate. He's not catching that corner, so he's not staying closed long enough, which also means that slider doesn't have as much bite either. You know what's crazy too is to like look up his splits against lefties. That's been the craziest thing. Like he gives up a homer to lefties like
every
way
other
more
day.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's another guy they got to get right. And it was confirmed today. I know this was a discussion we had in our Cubs on Tap chat amongst ourselves. Adbert is technically out of options.
Yeah, because of service time, right?
I think so. There was what I saw. There was no explanation behind it, but he does not have options.
So they could technically do what they did to him with Kyle though, and phantom IL him.
They could phantom IL him if you really needed to, but I think they're at the point. I think they're at the point right now with bullpen arms where like they just can't afford to do.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I mean, unless you were willing to bring up like Cam Sanders or
or in a month you're willing to bring up Cade Horton.
Yeah.
Because he just got promoted to Iowa. He's going to debut in Iowa this weekend, according to every report that I've read.
Is Ethan Roberts still in the system?
Mm-hmm. He's on a minor league deal with the Cubs. He's in Iowa right now. Iowa's got a nice little stable of arms, man. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pull up their roster really quick.
I'd love to see Ethan come back.
I would also love to see Ethan come back. He did. That injury just derailed him. Yeah, he was the only guy out of all those relievers that they cut. So Hoyer, Hughes, Brandon Hughes just pitched for Arizona last night, I believe.
Really?
And himself. He's the only one that stayed with the Cubs. He came back on a minor league deal. The other two left. I don't even think Cody Hoyer's in baseball right which is crazy to think about given what he was before the injury.
Mm-hmm.
But these are the names. These are the pitchers in AAA Iowa. Hunter, I'm going to fuck this name up so bad. Is it Beige?
Nah, I don't know.
Bigge.
Biash.
Anyway, he's down there. Chris Clark, Jose Cuas, Carl Edwards Jr., Edwin Escobar, Cole Franklin, friend of the program, Porter Hodge, Cade Horton now is down there. Ben Leeper, but he's on the 60-day IL. Luke Little, Riley Martin, Sam McWilliams, Thomas Pannoni, Walker Powell, Ethan Roberts, Cam Sanders. It's funny seeing Justin Steele listed on there. But he's on there technically right now. Dan Straley, who they just signed to a minor league deal, I believe, over the weekend. Julio Teheran is still down there in Iowa. Riley Thompson, and then obviously the big man, the badass, as we called him at Cubs on Tap to catch his attention a little bit, Mr. Brad Wick.
What's the status of Carl Edwards Jr.? I feel like he's been like on the verge of coming back on this team for a while here.
That's a great question that
I mean, like, if you were going to flop,
don't have an answer to,
and not DFA him, but phantom injury Alzolay and send him to AAA to get it right. I mean, don't you think you could bring up a guy who's done it before and Carl? And
you would think. Maybe Carl looked good in spring.
Yeah, maybe you find out that Carl and Adbert get it right, and you feel comfortable with Merriweather coming back eventually.
Yeah,
the way Leiter's been and Neris finding it. Maybe you find yourself, you're like, man, our bullpen got a lot better by just taking some time and giving other guys some shots. Yeah. I don't know. It'd be nice to like look at this bullpen and not have any like worries about it.
100%.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
What's up, boys?
Hello, Joseph. How are you?
Good, man. I'm doing good. I'm trying to pound on this.
What is happening? Is that how you light your internet?
No. Oh, well, it should be. This is my light. The other light. I got one light. And this is the other light. But it's antique.
Are you lighting a lantern right now or something?
No. It's plugged in.
Okay, fine.
It's very messed up, and I just need to keep pounding on it until it stays. So I'll put myself on mute so you guys don't have to hear that.
Is that how
I don't know. It's kind of entertaining to hear.
It really is. Just keep going.
Okay, I'll keep going. I didn't hear the question, Juice.
I feel like you're like making fire right now.
It's exactly what it
rubbing
sounds like.
Two sticks together right now. That was actually, I don't know if that was like sword fighting.
Or you're like trying to light a grill.
Yes, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Actually, I was doing it. So I started at first. I tapped it a couple times. Let's fucking go. And then I was like, go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? I might as gonna hit a bomb today.
Oh, my God, dude.
All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. I hope you guys are having a good night.
Did you get it lit at least?
No. We're just gonna say fuck it. I think I'm just gonna go dark. I can't keep doing it. It's driving me nuts.
So stupid.
So, what's the rules here? I can't have the volume up while we're on here, right?
What?
Oh, for the game?
Yeah, because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, don't. We're having conversation here, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, it's more so just so we can hear the conversation than it is anything. But
I was trying to hear Taylor McGregor. I don't know about you guys.
Well,
I'm going to let you two have this conversation on air.
Well,
I'm genuinely excited to hear about this.
What are you talking about?
This is a continuing conversation, folks.
I have dinner being made for me, so I'm just gonna. We can.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna duck out just for a second because I have
to make food. Because then I'm gonna make food after you, Juice.
I have to put enchiladas in the oven.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I made fresh enchiladas today.
That That sounds.
Boy, I'm coming to your house.
I know, right?
Chicken and potato.
Ooh.
Because the girlfriend's, as you guys know, my girlfriend's vegetarian.
Pollo,
And
pollo
she's on
y
her way
papas.
here. So it's cheese and what'd I say? Cheese and
That sounds fire.
cheese and potato.
Cheese and chicken.
Potato, dude.
Cheese and chicken and cheese and potato.
It's good.
Yeah,
I'll be right back, Darren. I promise.
Yeah. He'll be back there.
My kitchen's literally like right there.
He's
like
gone.
I'm gonna run over there and just plop them in. I already preheated the oven.
Is it Juice?
look at
Before you go, is that a new hat?
Yes, I'm
That's
getting
pretty
a lot of
sick.
comments. So this is not just Cubs hat. This is also Olympia Fields.
Oh, what? Did you guys have that at the? They were selling that at the country club.
At the country club. Yes, we did.
That's sick. That's freaking awesome. I imagine you guys have a ton of Cubs fans there then.
Yeah, actually, you know what's cool? At the end of the year, we do a like a Cubs Sox outing. And it's like all put together and lowest score. And you wear your Cubs and Sox stuff, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
sounds.
September like battle. I think they call it like Battle of the Teams or something like that.
So is it like winners get to go on the outing or get to go to the, like a game or something or?
No, it's just like a country club competitive thing. It's a way to split us into teams.
Oh, I got you. Like
team
fans
Cubs,
of
team
each
Sox.
team.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I don't know if you guys have talked to Tony.
I'll be right back.
Okay,
You do that.
I'll wait until you get back. Hello, Ronald.
Hello, Joseph. How are you?
I'm good, man. What do we got on tap tonight?
We've actually had a lot of good conversation. Juice and I talked a little bit about Taillon. We talked a little bit about coming over from the NPB because we got on the Yamamoto versus Imanaga talk, and then Sasaki got brought up. There's been some good conversation. A lot of great comments from our fantastic comment section as always as well. No, it's been good. It's been good. We've been chilling. I'll be honest with you. I think I've seen like 5 pitches of this entire game because like we've just been talking the whole time.
Which is fine. I mean,
yeah,
you know.
it's still good. I mean, it's nice to look up and see what's going on. I mean, there's still no fucking score because nobody can hit, but
nobody can hit Imanaga for sure. Well, they're putting guys on a little bit.
Yeah, there's only one guy on right now though. So
yeah, so I kind of cheated because I don't have a TV in this room yet. Still, I don't know why. I don't
have a TV in my office either.
Are you on your phone?
No, mine's on I have a second monitor.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm streaming it online essentially, like on watchmarquee.com, but I have it up on the other monitor. So it's right here. So actually, hold on. Let me see if I can spin this bitch. It's right there. I can't show too much of it. I want to see.
Oh, that looks like a TV though. That's a pretty big.
Yeah, it's a good sized monitor. I have another one too. It's still in the freaking box back here. I haven't taken out yet, but I got a 2 monitor. It's gonna be sick. When it's done, I'll send you guys a picture. I bought the arms for the monitors and everything to attach to the desk and I just haven't done it yet. But
yeah, you got a lot going on now. Moving in kind of recent.
Hey, we're already almost a month into this thing already. We're already almost a month in.
Dude, I feel like it was just yesterday, man. Well,
April
technically was like right around opening day, wasn't it? I guess it was.
It was. I mean, it was effectively early April. So I mean, it's been about a month. I mean, it's literally been about a month. So,
what happened? Oh, you got out of it. Okay,
yeah, got out of it.
4 seasons.
But yeah, man, no, it's crazy to think it's been this fast. No, it's been good, man. The problem is I need to get something behind me that I can put things on because I got a bunch of cool stuff. So big shout out for people that don't know what this is. This is the team helmet of the team I call games for in the IFL. This is the Quad City Steamwheelers. This is one of their little replica helmets. It's really cool. So it's got the steam stacks. So it's steamwheelers, like the ships on the Mississippi, that the steam wheel ships. So it's the smokestacks or the stripes.
Oh, dude, that's a cool helmet.
It's cool. So they have a gold one. They have a red one too. I'm gonna get a red mini helmet of it. It's red with a gold face mask. Sick. But I got that. I've got my Boog and JD bobblehead with me that I need to set up. For those that know, if you know, you know. my late grandfather and myself at Wrigley when I was a little kid. Got that picture over here too. So, just trying to put everything on display because I got some cool stuff with me. But I got when I was with you two, actually, the Pat Hughes baseball from CubsCon.
Yeah.
Brought that with me. Going to put that on a little thing and have that behind me. I've got a Chris Bryant World Series baseball signed.
That's cool.
I got this for like minimum bid at a charity outing one day because nobody wanted it because it was on the south side. I was like, thanks. But yeah,
I'll take that.
Stuff. I got some cool. I got a couple little things. I didn't bring everything. Obviously, this is long-term temporary, but so
trying to get the whole background set up. But dude, when you're at the other house, well, your parents, it's sick with the David Ross.
With Ross, yeah.
It looks so cool, yeah.
It's good. It's funny, dude. Like so you've seen Joey because you've actually been to my parents' house. Juice, you have yet to be, but I'm sure you will at some point.
I've dropped you off before.
You have, but you haven't come down and seen the Lair de Luce in the old basement.
When was Joey there?
Joey was.
Oh, we went to that. Yeah.
So Joey was there August of 2022.
Was it 2022?
That was 2022 already, man. It was like a year and a half ago already.
Time flies, man.
Dude,
holy
it does fly.
Shit, man.
It really does.
I just got another gray hair after you said that.
Oh, I heard Juice get excited. Whoa.
No, I thought they were throwing at him. My God.
Don't throw it.
But yeah, Joey, myself, and two of my other friends, James and Teresa, we all went to a Cubs game. It was when Rachel from UK Cubs was in town. It was her last day in town before she flew out like that afternoon. She met us at Murphy's for pregame drinks. We went to the game. She went back to the hotel to go to the airport. And the four of us went to the game, and we had a bender of a day. All four of us then, because I was like, Joey, just crash at my folks' house because he drove to my house earlier, or my parents' house earlier that day. We proceeded to close down a local bar until 2:30 in the morning on a Thursday night. Thank God we were both off the next day.
What bar?
Lucky's Lounge in Chicago Ridge. It's like that's home base bar for Ron Luce. I know the owner. Well, so one of my best friends, his older sister's the assistant manager there. So like as soon as I turned 21, we all would go there and we know all the bartenders, we know the owner, we know everybody. Like everybody. So it's a comfortable spot. We know everybody. It's fun. But yeah, and then literally at like 4 a.m, Joey and I are chilling down in the basement. Get a text from Rachel. She's like, "Hey, my flight landed in the UK," and I sent her a picture. It's Joey and I's drunk asses eating White Castles at 4 o'clock in the morning, being like, "We're still up and alive." That was a bender. That was a fun day, though. Dude, that was a lot of fun.
And then we were watching. What did you put on? You put on like a bunch of nature stuff, like with that guy.
I put on.
He does a bunch of specialized fishing and stuff. And
it's called YBS Youngbloods is the name of the YouTube channel. It's this Australian guy. He free dives and does like spear fishing and stuff. And he does like with GoPro he's sponsored by GoPro. And
but I remember I felt like I was high. Man. Like we were so drunk, I felt like I was high. Like watching this, and I'm just like mesmerized. Like
it was mesmerizing, especially at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was awesome. It was so much fun. I first off, shout out to everybody that's sitting here listening to this hysterical story.
I can't see the comments by the way because I'm not signed in, so I don't know what the hell's being said. So that's
Imanaga's a machine.
Oh yeah, you're not on the.
No, I got my laptop. For me. Who's eating carrots?
Other one. Tony just sent it to me. Ooh, I can sign in. Let me see.
You on your phone?
Oh, and he's gone.
He's just gone.
And he's gone.
We should never ask him to do more than just stay here.
Just stay here. Yeah. Joey, sit. Stay. Good Joey. Just chill. Don't try to do too much.
So the Cubs are making this Butto guy look like oh, there he is.
Never mind. We're not going to do that.
We literally said, you were like, wait, I can do this. Go on. And we were like,
it just kicked me. Like I tried to hit the login and I thought it was just going to, of course you're going to have to type something in. It's just going to disappear everything.
Is this Butto out there?
Side Butto.
Butto.
What do you guys think about these Mets uniforms? Don't they look horrific?
I don't even notice.
I got to see him again. Well,
Like, I don't understand
what is this? City Connect? What is it?
I don't know. They have NYC. They have a little bit of pink detail, which if they're for breast cancer or something, that's awesome. But like, if they're not, it's stupid.
Dude,
well, May is breast cancer month, or
yeah. Well, it's Mother's Day month, so yes, it's typically breast cancer awareness month.
yeah.
So if that's the case, awesome jersey. Because all of a sudden they were wearing them yesterday too, and I was like, what are these?
Did they just make them like
they don't have enough pink in them? I don't know, maybe they don't have enough pink in them though. That's the problem. They've got like the swoosh is pink, and then like the outline of the patch is pink, and that's it. Dumb. More pink. We need more pink.
You need to go full Javi with the pink bat.
100%.
You know who's City Connect jerseys? I'm sure you've seen them, Rod. You're like the resident Tampa Bay Rays.
Yo,
yeah. Resident AL. That's like your AL team, right?
I spent a lot of money on Rays City Connect gear. I'm not even joking.
Oh, you got some?
Oh yeah. It's already in the mail. Coming, my guy.
I knew you'd like those. They look sick.
They're so cool, dude. They're so nice. Like the Rays, just in general, have great uniforms. I know a lot of people poo-poo them and whatever, and their stadium sucks. I don't care. Their unis are awesome, and they're super cool. And like when you read into the detail of like what they embody in terms of like the City Connect jerseys and like how it connects to like the skateboarding history of like St. Petersburg, Tampa, and like the black, like it's supposed to look like a faded black shirt, like left out in the sun, and like they got the Pelican, which is like a pays homage to the Negro League team. That was the first team in St. Pete, Tampa. They got the Ray riding the fucking skateboard. How cool is that?
That is cool.
They're awesome, dude. I love them so much. I bought a pair of socks. I bought the OG just traditional hat. So the fitted hat, like the actual like player hat they're going to wear with the purple brim and the Sky Ray, as they call it, where it's got the Skyway Bridge in the Ray, which is anybody that's been down to Tampa knows what the Skyway Bridge is. It's very, very famous down there.
I've never even been there, but I know what it is.
It's cool. There you go. So that exactly. So I got that. I got a player jersey of a Rosarena. I didn't buy a jersey. I didn't want to go that crazy, but I bought a jersey of a Rosarena. So it's the elements of the jersey to it, but it's not an actual jersey, obviously. And then I got a pair of just like the shorts. They have like the Tampa Bay down the side. They look really cool. And then if you went over to, because I follow some Rays Twitter people. They posted the actual link to like the actual like Rays team store. It's called like the Bay Republic or whatever. They had the like skateboarding Ray logo on a hat. They had the Pelican logo on a hat. So I bought it.
Wait, they had the Devil Ray on a skateboard?
You haven't seen it? Oh my God. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta see it.
Hold the phone. Rays City Connect. We're bringing it up. I don't care if this is a cup.
Just wait till we have Clark with no pants.
Oh, nice catch.
Oh, you guys must be ahead of me then.
He almost missed it.
Joey Wendell. Speaking of Tampa Bay Rays legends. Oh, that is a nice catch. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ian Happ giving us heart attacks out here.
That was a heck of a play.
Ron, what did you end up doing for cable out by you?
I have Hulu.
Oh.
Yeah,
they got Marquee on Hulu.
No, I pay for Marquee separately.
I got you. The $20 fee.
Yeah,
that's what I do too. Unfortunately,
I get my use out of it. I mean, I have it on every day, so I get my use out of it. But
sure.
But when I'm at my folks' house, they have Xfinity, so that's already a part of the package for my parents. So.
Yeah,
when I'm there, I can easily watch the games.
I'm a big believer of DirecTV, so I have DirecTV streamed. It's phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think you were doing that when we were at CubsCon. You had it up on your phone a little bit.
Yes.
The DirecTV stream. You were like pulling it up.
Yes.
You mean when I saw the demon over Juice's bed?
Dude, you need to tell that story on here.
I remember you talking about this.
Dude,
you should tell that.
I will tell you right now. I 100% have sleep apnea because this is like, okay, hold on. First off, I gotta show Juice the ray on the skateboard. This needs to happen.
Oh yeah,
first.
yeah. Show him that first.
Share screen.
Also, you guys didn't do trivia yet, did you?
No,
Or-
we have not yet.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Is
Okay,
There you
that's
go.
pretty legit.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
A lot of neon. But I
Well,
respect
so
it.
this one's a little more like souped up with the neon, the green, but like that's the ray on the skateboard logo. It's really cool. They did a really nice job. Have you not seen them at all, Juice?
No.
Show the
Oh,
actual jerseys too. Oh,
I will. So like that's the nameplate. Here you go. That's the actual jersey with like the hat and everything.
Little kids are gonna love that. Why do I feel like little kids love neon?
Why are you calling us little kids, Jews?
I am a child.
No,
Ron?
it's not a shot at you. That's a compliment.
Well, we're never gonna
I'm
grow
just-
up.
I'm just the old like.
I'm never
fart
gonna
that comes on
grow
tap.
up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Here you go. This is the full uni. It's a little hard to see, but so they got like it's the purple to the green. It's like to tribute. It adds in like the actual like old school like Devil Rays colors, and they actually said this is the first time that the front of the jersey like that has said Tampa Bay since they had the OG like Devil Rays jerseys. Because when they went to the blue, all their jerseys say Rays across the chest. They don't say Tampa. Fun little fact.
Mhm.
So, yeah, they're cool though. I really like them. I really like them a lot. Darren said he's got a cool '60s vintage Chicago Bears Nodder. If one of you guys get the dinger pick Saturday, I'll send it to you.
Ooh.
Nodder, as in like that's a whiskey thing, right? I've just never heard it be called a nodder before. I need to Google this.
I honestly do not know. It just sounds cool because it's 60s
A
vintage.
nodder.
So I was just like, ooh, like that sounds cool.
Nodder whiskey. I don't know. I feel really stupid right now. I think
Same here.
I just know it by a different name. That's all. Scott says Whistle Pig 10-year rye or Horse Soldier, which brings better luck for the Cubs tonight. Ooh, Horse Soldier, dog. I love Horse Soldier bourbon. That is good stuff. Oh, it's a bobblehead. I'm a freaking moron.
Nodder, duh.
So sorry, Darren. It's been a long week already, and it's only Wednesday. Oh, a bobblehead. Oh, a '60s bob. That's pretty cool, actually.
I like Nodder better. Why did we?
I do
ever
like Nodder.
stop
We should've-
calling them Nodders.
You should keep it as a nodder. But yeah. Back to Scott's question here, real quick. Horse Soldier. Horse Soldier's my pick. Have you guys ever had Horse Soldier bourbon?
Mm-mm.
I'm not the biggest bourbon guy.
Can we go back to this?
I'll dabble.
I don't need everybody seeing my unbuilt shit behind me.
Oh.
Yeah, what is that thing?
It's a TV stand. It's just it's leaning against the wall right now.
One of those IKEA 50,000 stuff.
No, not at all. It's not IKEA at all. Actually, it's I don't know where Katie got it from, but
Where is Miss Katie today?
she is currently out walking Mr. Kai because it's beautiful outside here in the city of Chicago tonight.
Beautiful here too, but it's just
Yeah, it's super nice out. So she actually peeked her head in, Juice. I don't know if you saw me look over. That's why I looked over. She peeked her head in to let me know she was taking Kai for a walk. So she's ooting a boot in the neighborhood, taking him for a walk, and then
yeah, I'll have to let the lady in myself. She's going to be here in about 20.
I'm going to let you two talk for like 5 minutes. I
Yeah, do
am
what you got
going
to
to
do.
go make another drink.
I'm
I'm gonna go make another one of these. I'll eat in a little bit. I'm actually not that hungry yet, but I'll be right back.
Joseph,
I am starving.
did you not eat?
No.
Me neither yet, but I had to wait lunch.
Yeah.
I had Chick-fil-A.
Oh, how was that?
Been the first time I had Chick-fil-A in a long time. Trying to cut down on I'm a little fat. Not with a PH.
Dude, I feel you, man. I'm putting on some weight here too, and I'm like, this is not the year to do that.
No.
I'm trying to
for
cut.
you.
Yeah. But I can't, dude. I can't. I like food too much, man.
well, we live in the toughest city to die in, too. Let's be honest.
There's just
Chicago, like food in like Chicago and the suburbs of it, tough.
there's so much good stuff everywhere. It's like you can. Oh, nice shot. Wait, am I ahead of you? Sorry.
No, you're good. Double?
Yeah.
A little nervous.
Little mash. Little nervous.
Maybe Mash is coming along a little bit.
Maybe he kind of looks like he's like, look at, he turned on that. Yeah, nice shot.
Dude, and the funny thing is like they're throwing him competitive like fastballs in the zone.
I know.
And he's just trying to do too much. It's like, just put the bat on it, man. You're big and strong.
The other day with guys on base, I forget if it might have been last night. I don't remember which game, but I'm just like, dude, he saw like 3 of them in one at bat. And I'm like, and he would foul off 2 of them. Maybe he popped up one or grounded out. I don't remember what he ended up doing. But I'm like, dude, that is you're lucky if you get 1. Like, if you get 1, you got to hammer it. But if you get 3, dude, you're too good, man. You're too good of a hitter to be. You're pressing. Like, you know it. You know he's pressing.
And it's not like he's not seeing that level of fastball anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's the breaking pitches and some of the splitters and like sinker stuff that messes with guys here.
Yeah, those
it's through. Yep, all right.
Those like really refined and like perfected cutters and stuff. Like, you know, you're not seeing that in the minors, but here, like the fastball though, like you'll see that anywhere. You know, like
Scott.
Well, what's he doing? What's
Talk
Scott
about
doing?
Eating. Saw a guy dressed up as the construction worker from Happy Gilmore and ate 18 hot dogs, drank 18 beers in 18 holes. Could be a new challenge for Ron. We legitimately talked about on that stream, and Joey, I know you couldn't make it. We had talked about doing a golf version of this with Ron and Tony, our president, where we would go out there and see if Ron could do like the 18, 18, 18.
Is it deep enough? Fuck. Sorry. No, that's a great idea, though. That's a great idea. 18 hole. Yeah, why not? That spices it up a little bit, you know?
Oh, he would have been out by a mile.
Yeah, he would have been. He absolutely would have been. I didn't really see how shallow it was until Andy was charging in, too.
And it's Marte. That guy's got a freaking cannon.
Yeah. He got a lot of momentum. Andy has a cannon. No, that'd be perfect throw. That's no, man, that's a good idea though. The 18. Why not? I'm down.
It's not my body.
You're just gonna be there.
I'm just gonna be in attendance.
I mean, so wait, so who's participating? Is it just Ron?
Just Ron.
Okay, someone has to challenge him though.
No, I can't. Is that you?
I'm not saying it's me. Like, listen, I'd be lucky if I can make it 18 holes just the golfing.
Dude, oh man. PCA's bat goes just flying.
He just break the net. He just put a hole in it.
Dude, I can't eat like that.
I can so the eating part I got no problem, but like the eating and walking, like holy shit, that's way up there. I'm more of like a eating and sitting and sleeping. Eating and like physical activity. I don't know.
We'll put you apart.
just travel me around, little taxi. Yeah, I mean, yeah. All right. As long as it's not like August. But dude, Ron's gonna win. Let's be real. Like he's already practiced this enough times, I feel like. Not the 18 holes, but I feel like he's revved up. Like he's perfectly made for this challenge.
Yeah, Scott gets it. Cart's definitely needed.
Cart, yeah. No, that's a good call. That's a good call. Come on, baby. Just contact here, PCA. Just a little contact. That's all we need. 1, 2, put it in play.
I feel like we haven't had a chance to see him like put one in the gap and really run yet either.
I know, dude. I want to see that because the ball that he put in the gap in left center at Fenway, that's right off the monster. He can't do anything. Like,
Yep,
and I think was somebody on base at that point too, and they got to third, or
I think so.
I don't remember.
He's
But
so freaking fast, man.
so fast.
Be
Dude,
nice if you just roll one over here and give
Oh,
our
good
boy
eye.
Murphy a
Yeah, just a little something, man. Just put it in play. Lift it a little bit. Don't lift it to Marte.
I'd even be okay if he walked here and flipped the lineup over.
Yeah, because Nico's gonna put it in play. Yeah, me too. Honestly, though, dude, watching him, there was one play at was it Monday? I don't remember which day it was. Might have been Sunday at Fenway. He ranged. So that'll do
That's
it.
enough.
Let's go. Little 18-hole golf clap.
He still almost threw out Mervis. No, I'm just kidding.
He barely touched it.
He was running a train.
He does look like he's pulling a wagon, man. Something. Nice job, PCA.
Rod just pops in, pops out.
He was like, I can't take the laughing.
Good old Ronald.
So
Ronald, we've decided that you're going to take out this guy that Scott saw dressed as the construction worker from Happy Gilmore and did the 18.
In 18 holes. That sounds awful.
sounds like a great time for
Dude,
us.
Yeah, for you guys. That sounds awful for the participant. You get
All right,
like
back to baseball.
So wait, real quick before we go back to baseball, does the construction worker that Scott's talking about, does he have a nail sticking out of his head?
I don't know. He'll get in the thing.
What?
I don't know. He'll get in the comments in a minute.
Yeah, well, come on, Scott.
Well, we scored, which is kind of nice.
That is nice.
we love seeing PCA driving the run too.
Nico.
We're with you here still. It's diet's tough, man.
Diets are tough.
Yeah, Darren, I believe I think so too.
Who's due to go do?
He really hasn't hit any homers lately, has he?
Nico?
Yeah, when was his last homer? Nick?
I don't even know if he has one this year.
Oh, nice. Nick was he was calling it.
Nick has been picking Nico for like 3 weeks now just to get him a home run.
Eventually, though, it's going to be, what's going to happen. Nick's going to pick him. Probably he could try to do it 4 days in a row, and then the day that he gives up, Juice will pick him,
And that's
and
what
he's going to hit a homer. Yep.
It's such bullshit. Can we talk about that really quick?
What's there to talk about? He's fucking killing us.
It's awful.
I think it's fantastic.
It took me
course.
picking PCA for his first day in the fucking lineup, just going off the wall to finally get one.
That was sick, though. That might have been between that one and the Morel one the other night. Those are probably the two best of the year so far. Why
do you have balloons?
I just saw that too.
Was that mine?
Yeah.
Was that mine?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know where that came from. Who just came in here and did that?
I don't think anybody came in here and did that.
Dude, my birthday is not till November. I don't know.
Joey just had balloons.
Hilarious.
So it's a celebration, bitches.
Scott said we got tagged on the post, so we'll have to go look that up.
Tagged on the post? What post?
For the
There we go.
Oh, I gotcha.
Our
Got a mic
hottest
off
hitter
the
up
top.
here. Get the
Mhm.
runner moving.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he went.
Don't shit. You guys are ahead of me.
Sorry.
That's all right. End of the inning. We got to run though.
Yeah.
Those are usually
Especially on Shota Imanaga. On those days.
You know what's funny about that, Joey? and it irritates the shit out of me, is now Kyle K. Every time I see him, he does.
I love that.
I fuck with you not. Like, we could be talking Cubs, and as soon as I mention Shota Imanaga, that's exactly what he does.
But I know I was annoying as hell the entire game. I'm sure.
Like, now it's to the point where literally I will see Kyle K. and we'll be talking baseball, and he'll be like, I'll be like, oh, Shota looked really good the other night. And then he just, Shota Imanaga, Yama. And I'm like, oh my God, please stop.
Dude, so I love the video you guys did. Loved it. Like, I was fucking dying. I showed Kayla. I was like, this is
He did it. He did it like 3 minutes before that, which is why I laughed. I said, hold on, do it again. I got to send this to Joey.
Dude, the last game I went to with my dad and Jeff, we're sitting in the bleachers, and we make friends with people, even if I don't remember any of their names. You make friends with people. Yeah, just, I mean, come on, we're drinking, we're watching, whatever. It's always a great time. The people in front of us, dude, were dying, and then the one kid turned around at first. The first time I said it.
Oh, you were chanting it?
He was pitching that kid too.
Oh,
I've seen 2 Shota starts so far this year. Won them both. So, anyways,
hysterical.
And dude, I love that even more, by the way, because remember this offseason, I wanted Shota. Like,
you did.
I wanted Shota in our offseason like prediction, and I feel like Nick was really high on him too when we did our preview show, and a lot of us like, oh shit, no, that's good. Oh, I thought he might catch that. Sorry, Ron. I'm done.
He's ahead of me.
I'm done. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so I was doing that, and the first time I said Shota Imanaga, your mama, and the one of the kids in front of us, he turns and he's like, "Hey, what are you talking about, my mama? Like, don't say anything about my mama." And I was like, "No, yeah, why would you? Why would you ever say anything?" He's like, "Dude, moms are nice." I was like, "Yeah, moms are great. What do you mean?" And then we just had like a mutual understanding. He's like, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about." So then he was starting to say it. Like, as the game went on, he started yelling it with me.
Hilarious.
So it was awesome.
By the end of the season, you're going to have random people in the bleachers with us chanting that.
Shota Imanaga. Dude, I would love it so much, please. And I have no idea what it means.
You have no idea what it means.
I have no idea. It almost like doesn't even need an explanation,
You literally did it just because it rhymed.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it just the whole day
just was stuck in my head.
Every opportunity you got.
Just
Imanaga.
Your mama. See, it kind of goes, right?
Not really, but that's okay.
Stole it with awesome comment here, though. He says he was at the PCA home run game. He said Wrigley was electric.
Oh,
talk about one hit changing a guy's confidence. He believes he belongs now. Yeah, 100%. You've seen it in the way he's played. Mm-hmm. It just it got the monkey off the back. Like, that was really what it was. And Juice and I had that conversation actually after that game. We did a show, and that was exactly what Juice said too, right? Just got the monkey off the back. Darren said he's got to start leaving the room when his man Talkman is up. He's been jinxing him. Yeah, he's my favorite from Darren. So anytime he comes up to bat, Darren, go get a beer or a water or whatever beverage you are consuming on this lovely Wednesday evening. Scott says moms are great. They have snacks in the morning.
Maybe we should start the trivia part of this.
They always have.
Maybe we should. Feels like a good opportunity for it. We are in the bottom of the fifth already. This game's been moving, though. We're an hour and 14 in, and it's already the fifth inning.
First question. What rhymes with Shota Imanaga?
Yo mama.
Okay, now we can start.
I get a pass. Yay. I'm listening, Juice. I got to roll out a screen here real quick.
Just ignore that.
Okay. Who became the first Cubs player
to
hit 3 home runs on opening day in 1994?
Oh my God, dude! I know this answer.
On
People
opening day,
still talk about him to this day. Why can't I think?
94.
I know who it is.
Hill? It wasn't Hill, was it?
Nope.
In fairness, I was not yet alive in 1994, so
Well, tough titty.
I know who this was.
yeah, I can like picture the highlight. Like I've seen the highlight before. By the way, anybody in the comment section, without looking it up, don't you?
Yeah,
If you know it, drop the answer.
I'm actually good because I can't see any comments today. So
There you go.
damn it, dude! I know who it is.
Can we have a hint?
No.
I think Scott is hinting at it here. He says it was a tough accomplishment.
Oh, Tuffy Rhodes.
Tuffy Rhodes.
That's right. Yeah, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott.
Good job. Good
He's the
job.
lifeline.
Tuffy Rhodes.
Good job.
It's always a fun one to ask first with opening day.
That is a good one. You said off of a Goody pitcher. Was it Dwight Gooden?
Dwight Gooden still pitching in 94?
Well, no, he pitched like late, so he might have been like early career if he was pitching then. Early-ish, probably, right? 94.
Get there, yeah.
Can Google it. Let's Google it.
Scott, tell us if that's right or not.
1994.
Yep. Jeff in the comments. Tuffy Rhodes was hoping that was a sign of things to come. Unfortunately, it was not.
Yeah.
It was not. All right, I'm going to ask this question, and then I have to go let my girlfriend do.
So you're going to let us sit here and just mull over it for however long?
And
Yes, I am.
let her get you some enchiladas.
Yes, I am. Who was the only pitcher with major league experience that was sent over in the trade that sent Juan Pierre to the Cubs?
Can you repeat that so I can understand? So who's the only pitcher that had any kind of major league experience at the time of the trade?
Yes.
That went in the trade that sent Juan Pierre to the Cubs. So this was before the 2004 season.
Yes.
Okay.
Who was the only pitcher with major league experience in the trade that sent Juan Pierre to the Cubs? And I'll be back, gentlemen.
Yeah, because we're going to need time to think about this.
Yeah, speaking of time to think about it, Joey, it was Dwight Gooden.
It was? Nice.
It was.
Good.
Dwight
Scott's got
Gooden.
these hints, man. Scott's
on top of it, dude. Scott is a fucking... I think Scott and Jeff here could probably run circles around us right now on these old school, like, trivia questions. If you give me something a little more in my wheelhouse in terms of me literally being alive, I could probably do a little better, but I'm really bad with, like,
stuff.
90s Cubs and that, like, 90s Cubs for me is just a very, like, fuzzy time period. I could give you some 80s and 70s knowledge, but, like, I don't know what it is about the 90s, but Darren says, I don't remember anyone in that Juan Pierre trade. I don't know either. I remember the Derek Lee trade probably more, because I think, if I remember correctly, Dontrell Willis went in the Derek Lee trade.
That makes sense. And he was still a prospect at that point.
He was still a prospect. Yeah. He was still a prospect at the time. But I remember D. Will. Wait
a second. Is that right? Because wasn't Willis pitching against us in that 2003? Derek Lee was on the Marlins at that point. So no, he wasn't.
I don't think Willis was a Marlin at that point, was he?
I thought he was.
I don't think he was. Dontrell. Ooh, I was like, I almost forgot the guy's name. I love Dontrell, dude. I almost bought a Dontrell Willis Marlins jersey when I was a kid.
Dude, wasn't he so fun? His wind.
03 was his first season. You're right, Joey. My bad.
So
that's on
someone else was in that
because he won Rookie of the Year that year in 03.
Oh, was it his
14 and 6?
He was nasty early in his career, man.
Dude, his first like 5 years in the league, he was dirty. 160 innings, 197, 236, 223, 205. He had 22 wins in 2005 for the Marlins.
Damn.
Think about that. With a 2.63 ERA.
Yeah.
That's nasty. Struck out 170 guys, walked 55. He threw 7 complete games that season with 5 shutouts in 05. And you know what's crazy is he didn't win the Cy Young. He came second in the Cy Young voting that year.
Randy Johnson.
Oh, was the 05 Randy?
I have no idea. I just made that up.
Oh, I don't know who was.
But I feel like it probably was or either him
2005 Cy Young voting.
or Lincecum, maybe. Was Lincecum?
No. Cardinals legend Chris Carpenter.
Mm.
But you know what's crazy about that is I think it's just because the Cardinals had a better statistic. Oh no, that's why he struck out 213 batters in 240 innings of work. Jesus Christ! Back in the day when guys threw over 200 innings routinely.
Yeah, dude, it used to be. It was a different animal.
Yeah, Kane County Cougars used to be the Marlins affiliate. Saw Willis, Kotze, and some other good ones. Yeah, Kane County Cougars had a small little stint with the Cubbies as well. I remember seeing a Dwayne Underwood start as a Kane County
that's
Cougar.
a throwback.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's still pitching. He's actually not that old.
He is. Yeah, I think he's still somewhere. He's been pretty good. He's found a home as a relief pitcher at the major league level.
That's awesome, man. It's almost like
this is who I was thinking of. This was Glenn Allen Hill, who had the home run in the rooftop bleachers.
Oh,
right?
Big time. Glenn Allen Hill, yeah.
Glenn Allen Hill, yeah, okay. I know that one.
Dude, he fucking crushed that.
Major league experience that brought Juan Pierre over. Like, that's the problem. Is I don't remember anybody in either of those trades.
Why is my initial thought to say so? Did he
trust
say it
your
was
gut.
in the trade or was it
In the
going
trade?
to the Marlins?
Just in the trade in general. Who was the one player that actually had major league experience as a pitcher?
I don't remember his experience at the time, but why do I feel like it was Chris Volstad? I think there was a different trade though.
I think that was a different trade. Because I think Volstad debuted with the Marlins, though. He pitched with the Cubs later in his career.
Yeah.
He debuted with the Marlins, though. So Juice is saying this is a guy that was already pitching in the majors.
Yeah, because Volstad was later, right?
With the Cubs? Yeah, Volstad didn't pitch with the Cubs until like 20.
No, but I mean
or some shit.
Yeah, okay. So
Volstad but Volstad might have been a prospect, is what he's trying to say. Like, this guy at the time of the trade had major league.
He had MLB experience. No, but I didn't know if he had MLB experience with the Marlins. You know, maybe but probably not.
But he didn't come to the Cubs. Because he started with the Marlins. Like, I'm gonna look up Chris Volstad right now. I'm not cheating. I'm not looking up the answer.
No, that's fine.
We're trying to legitimately get it. I'm just giving you Volstad's numbers. Yeah, Volstad didn't debut to 2008 as a 21-year-old with the Marlins. He pitched with the Cubs in 2012.
Yeah, a little later.
He was actually low key, like, for what the Cubs needed in 2012 was just an arm. He was okay.
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
He walked a lot of people, which is what I remember. He walked a ton of people that year.
Yeah. What about Antonio Fonseca? Was he a free agent?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Because he started with the Marlins, though, right? Or he was with the Marlins before the Cubs?
I'll be honest with you, I don't even know who the hell that is. You got to remember, dude, you guys are a little older than me. So, like, that's a little more in your wheelhouse.
He was I'll just tell you, Ron, he was a very sporadic closer that, like, sometimes I think he lost his job or, like, would lose his job.
Like, routinely would be taken out of the closing role and then, like, put back later type thing.
I want to say that's what happened, because then he went to what was it? I think he was it the Borowski when Borowski started taking over. I don't know. My years are all fucked up. See, Ron, this is the fucked up problem.
That's half the battle, dude. Is just remembering what fucking night of the week it is, dude.
I know way more than I ever remember when it comes to this stuff. Years past,
it'd be that way sometimes. I love how Juice just left us to sit here and fucking ponder. Let's come.
I know.
Hey, before he gets back, let's come up with a one for him.
Yeah,
let's come up with a good one for him.
I actually wrote down like 8.
Did you really? Okay, cool.
Just because I was like, hey, well, if we're doing trivia, I'll.
I hand up. I was the one that did not come prepared.
Well, you didn't have to be because there's so many. Or
Scott said,
let's come up with one together.
Scott knows the answer already. So it's a forgettable trade. And then Darren says Glenn Allen Hill was a beast. The big bomb was possibly chemically induced, though. Yeah, it's neither here nor there. Al Fonseca had extra fingers.
That's right.
Known as octopus. And then Brad followed up saying he had an extra finger. Very strange.
Didn't he have like that would make his like splitter?
Six-fingered Louis.
He had like a nasty splitter because of it or something, or it would like allowed him to get like serious drop with it.
Yeah, maybe. That's crazy. That's crazy to consider. Stolet said he went to Sosa's 61-62 game. Was crazy. He said beers from Upper Deck with everyone getting on their feet for every blast.
Dude, what game? What? That's an awesome time to be at. Like, are you kidding me? That's freaking awesome, man.
That's peak like game to be at.
Yeah.
What is your best like Cubs game you've ever been to in terms of like milestone, or what's your best Cubs game you've ever been to?
Tough to say best. I'll give you my worst.
Your worst?
You want to know my worst?
I do.
It was a great game to be at because now I could tell the story, and plus it was my friend's dad that took us there when we were like 11. I think I was 12. He was 11. We were on the same baseball team. He brought us to the game. It was the Sammy Sosa corkback game. I was there.
No way, dude.
Not too far behind home plate. We had no idea what was happening. Like some people started like kind of talking in the stands, or in the seats. They started talking and like, oh, it might be. Then eventually you start hearing it might be cork. You see the umpires like looking at the bat and throw them out. And then sure enough, dude, on the ride home or the drive home,
radio,
670 the score. He did cork, or cork in the bat, and I'm like, holy shit, man, what a game to be at! And it was like growing up, dude. Like Sosa was it, man.
Right, Sosa was everything to any Cubs fan that remembers the late '90s of Cubs baseball. Like Sosa was the Cubs.
Absolutely,
it is what it is.
Has an answer been formulated?
No, we don't know.
Oh,
we don't
sorry.
Are
you serious?
We don't. I have no.
We are stumped on this one.
Joey, you said Al Fonseca, right?
That was my guess, but I don't even know if that's the right time.
Hit us with it.
Sergio Mitre.
Oh God.
No, see, I would never have gotten that.
Sergio
Mitre, when I was in 2004, was one of my favorite prospect Cub pitchers that I ever watched. And of course, never was anything really special.
You know what, though? I feel like when he first came up, he had like a couple of decent outings. And then they were trying to like bounce him between like starter and reliever. That's a good question. That was a stumper right there. We got
a couple of other interesting little bits here too as well. Jeff says he remembers Sammy put one through someone's window that summer. Yeah, Joey, major drop. You could ride an extra finger on the ball. Talking the splitter with Al Fonseca. Stolett's best game he ever went to was a Kane County Cougars game. Still walk-off grand slam down 3. DH muscled barely over the right field wall. He still has the scorecard. That's awesome. Little Sergio, high hopes. Felix Heredia was stolen.
Felix Heredia that'd be a good guess. That was around the same time frame as well.
Was Heredia Marlin? I didn't even know that. Or I don't remember.
Joey,
might have been.
Trying to think. I think my like most memorable, like best Cubs game I've ever been to. I haven't had a lot of like really like uber memorable ones like recently. Probably the best one. Do you guys remember the 21 season when the Cubs kicked the shit out of the Mets? It was like 21-4 or whatever. I was at that game.
Oh, enchiladas are coming, aren't they?
Yeah.
Try to get the lady to come say hi, but she just won't.
Oh, she won't.
She just won't.
I know
She's laughing and shaking her head and going,
don't bite. We don't bite.
Tell her we said hello because she can't hear us.
Yeah, tell her hi.
What was that?
I'm not wearing my White Sox.
Oh, she said, which is so unfortunate. I'm not wearing my White Sox stuff.
I wouldn't wear it either.
Wait. She's a White Sox fan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you never told us this before. I don't remember hearing this. Maybe you did.
She's a huge South Bend Cubs fan, though.
That's
and really loves Pete Crow Armstrong.
That counts.
That's acceptable.
And
she played. So she was a softball player. She played outfield. Good little hitter, real fast. She claims she's fast. I don't think she's fast though.
So she's a big Scotty Potts fan, isn't she?
Hey, babe. Were you a big Scotty Potts fan? She said, I might have been.
Yeah.
He was pretty.
He was fast.
Yeah,
he was a
pretty
good
damn
outfielder, and he stole a lot of bases. And he was a handsome
Mhm.
son of a bitch, too, so
Yep.
that doesn't hurt either. But
You only said that because I said pretty before. Pretty damn good.
Jeff says everyone has flaws. At least she doesn't root for the Cards or Brewers.
Yes, that
100% agree with that.
immediately, I'm on the out.
Mhm.
I don't, especially Cards. Cardinals, it would have been.
It's
We
AL.
would have gotten past the talking stage.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I will say though, Joey, I feel like I've told this story before, but like my best ever baseball game I attended was 2000. Was it 2011 or 2010?
Getting really nasty looks by my mouth.
Really nasty looks.
Uh-oh.
2010. It was 2010. And it wasn't even in Chicago. Ironically, it was the team we were talking about, City Connect jerseys, down in Tampa Bay. It was at
You
Tropicana
told me
Field.
this. Yeah.
Then at the time, he became future Cub, Matt Garza's no-hitter.
That's sick,
Was the
dude.
best game I was at.
That's a good one.
Both pitchers had no-nos through 5. Garza only walked one batter the whole game. And on top of it, to break the no-no, Matt Joyce hit a grand slam because the Rays walked the bases loaded for the first runs of the game.
Nutty.
And then Carl Crawford capped it off with a solo shot later in the game as an insurance run, and they won 5-0. Yeah, it was a cool game to be at.
I would say my best ones. I went to opening day in 2016.
Nice.
That was special. That was Addison Russell off of Jumbo Diaz in the 7th or the 8th.
Yep.
That was
off the season.
And that was one of those moments where you like, this team's something.
They're different. Yeah.
Yeah. Back in 2008 or 2009, I was at the I think it was 2009. The Cubs trailed the Rockies 10-1 and came all the way back and won like 11-10.
Who?
That's a good one.
The Hank White fan club was one of those. I think he had a grand slam in that game.
Wow.
Wait, who?
Henry Blanco. The Hank White fan club.
Blanco.
Henry Blanco, dude.
The Hank White fan club. That was his on air. I think that was a Len, not a Len. I think that was a Brenly thing at that time.
I think it was the Brentley thing. I think you're right.
Yeah, he started that, right?
That's nice.
Here we go, Dansby. I love how the night we do a Cubs live stream, it's a 1-0 baseball game.
I know, no real action.
Nothing's happening. It's just us talking to each other the entire time.
Hey man, I'm good with this though. If we get a show to throwing like this.
White, need a drink. Yeah,
White,
Jeff needs a drink. We support it. A couple fun comments here, though, as well. He says, man, you guys have me reminiscing. This is Darren. Wonder what Chico Walker is up to. Somebody followed that up and said, I've seen Chico a few times at the OTB in Moquita. He stays at Olympia Fields. Surprised you haven't run into him, Juice.
Olympia Fields.
He says, good dude. So that's a fun one. Brad, I'm gonna butcher your last name, so I'm not gonna say it. Brad S. Scialaba, incredible last name. I just don't want to mispronounce anybody's name. He says best game was the prior Maddox duel with the Braves playoff win. He says the place was electric. That's a hell of a game to be at.
Yeah.
Scott's best Cubs game ever was when he there was the AJ Barrett punch game.
Dude, I was at that game too.
That's
me and
wild.
Scott were at that same game.
Hilarious. It's like destiny.
That's
wild, dude. It's wild how many people that you'll tell something to, and they're like, "Oh my god, I was there too," and it's like, really?
Right. You never know, man.
You never know, dude. I can't tell you how many times I show up at like Bears games or Blackhawks games, and I run into people I know. It's like almost routine to the point where it's scary.
Did I tell you? And I know Rockford's a smaller town, obviously. Did I tell you about what happened at the Ice Hogs game? And I had my dad doesn't even go to Ice Hogs games.
Yeah, you ran into your dad and his buddy.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, oh, okay, that's awesome.
Speaking of the Ice Hogs, they're in the playoff. They're playing a playoff game right now. They're in Grand Rapids tonight.
Oh, they're in Grand Rapids right now.
Yeah, to start
That's
the
a
series.
That's a sweet stadium.
I've heard it's a really nice place.
There's a really cool bar next door called the Bob. It's like 6 levels.
What a name.
The Bob.
So
like
the
6 levels. It's like Nashville, but not.
The first playoff game between these two teams, the Griffins won it in overtime on Saturday. But now tonight, Ice Hogs are up 3-1 at the second intermission, Joey. So go Hogs.
There we go.
And anybody that's Blackhawks fans, shameless plug, Four Feathers Podcast. I'm cooking up some juicy shit for the offseason. The GM Ron tag is in full effect. I got a couple of spicy ones teed up that involve some really good players potentially becoming Blackhawks. He's out. Oh, he's safe.
You might have got to say it in there.
Let's go.
Are they get a challenge?
I'd be shocked if they did.
Getting to see some running. Here we
Chuck
go.
Leon didn't do much of the way of running game, but that has changed here in the last.
I was running. All right.
Get him.
Top 5 favorite baseball movies.
Oh fuck.
Sandlot is one of them for sure.
Yeah, I would put Sandlot in my top 5.
I like The League of Their Own too, actually.
Yeah, stole it. I need you to tune into Four Feathers, my friend. This is as long as Soderblom doesn't return next season. That's fantastic. We love the crossover. I love Major League. I just don't remember any of the quotes from it, but that movie's just I love that movie so much.
Yeah, Major League.
Major League
tugging at my heartstrings, man.
For the love of the game.
That's
a
great movie. It's in my top 5 for sure.
I thoroughly enjoy The Rookie.
Rookies, yeah, it's not bad.
I like that movie. I think especially for me as a kid when I watched it the first time because it's the Devil Rays.
Mm-hmm.
So like that always kind of gravitated me a little bit because I've always had family in Tampa. So like that was cool. Fuck, what else? I feel like I forget. Oh, hey, we appreciate that, Mr. Stolet. He says subbed over there. Thanks. So then you've heard my crazy, horrific voice plenty of times. I yell and scream about a lot of dumb shit over at Four Feathers. Scott
Big League.
Little Big League, Major League.
Oh,
Bull Durham's in my 5 for sure.
Yeah, you gotta have Bull Durham in there.
I have a confession to make.
Field of Dreams.
I need to see.
I like the message of Field of Dreams. I don't know what it was, the Field of Dreams. Like I never got super into it, but like
The Natural.
Yeah.
42 was awesome. That was a great movie. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. That was a great movie. I enjoyed that movie immensely.
Were you about to shit on Field of Dreams, Ron?
No.
No, I was gonna say any Kevin Costner baseball movie is a good baseball movie.
Oh, I got
like 100%. All of them are good. Like if Kevin Costner's in it, it's about baseball. I'll watch it.
Because some people think it's trendy to shit on Field of Dreams.
Why would you shit on it?
I don't know why it's trendy.
It's iconic.
But we already did.
It's such an iconic movie. They made a fucking baseball game about it. How are we going to sit here and say it's terrible?
Yeah, no, we didn't really shit on it. We might have kind of shit on it. We talked about this when the Cubs were in the we did a live show after that game.
We did. We did a big show after that game. I think all 5 of us were on that.
No, we shit on John Smoltz. My bad. We were shitting on John Smoltz.
Yeah, and then we were shitting on the Harry Carey.
The Harry Carey hologram.
Yeah.
Hologram.
Yeah, that hologram was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was ridiculous.
It's cool they got the
changed
attention.
Pitchers, or is the inning over? I missed something.
I think the inning's over.
See,
the inning's over. I think
this is how we get the rep that we don't pay attention.
No, it is a pitching change.
Terrible Cubs fans here.
Mr. Diekman is coming into the game. White Sox legend.
I was gonna say because I don't remember seeing anything change over there.
Yeah. Pitching change. Juice, do you have any more trivia for us?
Yeah.
Because I know you're going to make good hard ones that like few people are going to know.
That's what
except Scott. Scott knows fucking touche.
Yeah, you set yourself up with that.
I did, but touche.
right, let me find my
Spider.
And somewhere in the background, Juice's girlfriend's going, "Oh God."
She's like, out of all the people in the world, I choose that.
Why did I make him enchiladas?
I made her enchiladas.
I missed
Juice
that part.
did the cooking.
Nice.
Yeah, she.
Oh, you're spoiling. All right.
Get down.
No.
There you
All
go.
right. Which Cubs pitcher is famously nicknamed El Toro?
Cubs pitcher El Toro.
You guys should know this one.
Give me an arrow.
No.
Oh.
Can't have eras.
If it's 90s, I'm not going to get it. I was just telling Joey, like, the 90s for me is the foggiest Cubs baseball era for all those.
I was telling Ron though, dude, I have known way more shit than I remember. Like this just I don't remember.
I mean, that's every person though, in fairness.
It's true, but like El Toro.
PCA was not happy about that.
It wasn't Zambrano. It was Big Z. Was it?
El Toro, Mr. Carlos Zambrano.
Really?
You don't remember people calling him El Toro?
I don't.
I just remember most of it being Big Z all the time. Every time I would hear it was Big Z, Big Z, Big Z. But
yeah, that's for me. Big
something came
Aaron
to
got it, yeah.
El Toro.
So Stola asked what about least favorite baseball rule change in the last few years, and he said the inherited runner on second base and the pitch clock is second.
I hate the runner more than anything, unless you're on the West Coast and we have to do this show at night.
Facts. Those 14-inning games would be like 2 a.m. shows.
Mm-hmm.
Least favorite baseball rule. Honestly, I think for me it's the pitch clock change with runners on. Like I think having more time with runners on is fair because at least when nobody's on, you can just get into a fucking groove and throw. Mm-hmm. But like with people on, like there's a little more strategy that goes into it.
I don't like to continue that too. I hate the limited pickoffs. I think that is just a dead giveaway.
I don't know. I kind of like them.
You do?
Like them. I like stolen bases. I was that kid that played 2K6 that had like 5 guys on my roster that could fucking steal, and I stole 75 bags a year with each of them.
Oh yeah,
like, I was that guy.
But dude, I love stolen bases too. But like you're actively making the pitcher not be able to play the game that he grew up playing almost. Like obviously it's different when you get to the pitch clock too, same thing, but like
yeah,
there's that cat and mouse, right? Like I don't think there should be limited pickoffs. Like I used to toy with people. I don't know.
Jeff's comment is what I'm laughing at, Joey. I'm not laughing at you. He says runner and extra streams City League softball.
It is.
I only laugh because I have friends that play for the softball league in like the suburb I grew up in. So that's why that made me laugh because I know so many people that do that.
It's funny. I'm trying to think about like what most of my least favorite rules are not like. I think the on the field product and the rules wise is pretty good. To be honest with you,
You're a big luxury tax guy.
But yeah, like I hate the roster rules more than I hate anything.
We were just talking about how stupid MLB rosters are. Yes.
Yeah. Well, because Joey, we confirmed Advert does not have options.
Advert?
We did that before. Yeah. Remember when we were talking about that?
Oh no, I don't remember that.
We were talking about it.
No, we were talking about Wisdom. I thought. Were we talking about Advert?
It was talking about Advert. Yeah.
Like if it were my,
I don't know.
If it were my league, I would bump up the amount of players you can have on your roster by 2.
Yeah, I think a 28-man roster would be fine.
Dude, with the pitchers that like, if you're really
especially nowadays with pitchers,
yeah, and not just that, like
nice play, Shota.
Who the hell wants
Shota's shoving right now, dude. He's at 81 pitches in the 7.
Yeah, dude, he's dealing. Dude, how about Taillon?
Look at that athlete. Look at that athlete.
I know he didn't have the strikeouts.
That was so like athletically unathletic.
He didn't really have to do that, right?
Like, it was dramatic. That's what it was. It was dramatic. It was good. And he's like, "Oh, thank you."
It was
Also,
like a
what do you
grand.
think he says to like? Because obviously he doesn't speak a lot of English. So
I
like
don't
on
know.
that, like what do you? He looks at
Maybe
Bush
he's just like, maybe he looks at him. He's like, I got it.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? I don't know.
Dude,
Yeah.
I still remember watching that in the hotel with Juice at Cubs Gone. And
to
just
go back to my roster conversation, like
Please
I
do.
just I hate the fact that some of these games we get down into like we're still running out of people out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
Like, and it goes into to me, it's like let the guys carry more arms. It's more jobs. It's it's better baseball, in my opinion. You build your roster deeper.
I was gonna say, I feel like at that point too, it like forces it. Like if you can have like your entire bullpen as guys you trust, that's an advantage because there's teams that would just carry guys that you throw in when you're down 6.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
but like even that though, I feel like it doesn't improve your quality of play and your quality of product if you have your best relievers more available in games that it matters.
Mm-hmm.
Versus the guy that needs to go out there and just throw when you're down a couple and you're like, hey, maybe we come back, maybe we don't, but he's not going to get crushed. But if he gives up a couple of hits and a run, we don't care. I don't
designated. They could have even designated like blowout pitchers too, or something like. Or I know that sounds ridiculous, but
DBP,
designated blowout
pitcher. Like you literally are just there when you're getting crushed. You just throw him in.
You mean Kyle Hendricks?
Yeah. Oh man, I don't even want to dog him like that.
They had a little gum on that ball, huh?
Dude, so I had this conversation with Mitch, Ron. We were just talking about this. How he can't stand.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was a highlight from Saturday's athletics game. I saw that Juice on Saturday. A guy like fouled off a pitch and it like ripped a hole in the baseball.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You guys didn't see that?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah.
So is Nike making baseballs now?
Apparently. No, that's Fanatics. Fanatics is making the baseball.
Oh, either way.
But Nike took the fall for it.
Scott says ESPN alert. Illinois governor says the Bears Stadium proposal is a non-starter.
I saw that today.
Already.
I was laughing my ass off.
I saw that as well.
All that dog and pony show for what?
Still, it says the best rule change was the NL getting a DH. I completely agree.
I think so.
I like that too. Yeah.
Although I didn't like it initially, I'll say that I was more like I love the difference in the leagues.
I think it was fun when you had pitchers that could hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that aspect of it was fun.
I also thought it was fun because it made managers like be more aggressive in certain moments.
The thought process.
The double switch.
It was more like I always felt, and I said this when it wasn't like universal DH, that the AL was always like anybody could manage the AL, opposed to like in the NL it was like, oh man, like there's just more to worry about. The double switches, now it's like it's way less of a chess game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's true. It is from a managerial standpoint, at least. But I think the one way where you could say like that's good for baseball is it forces the players to be the reason you win or not. Like, yeah, there is managerial influence. We're seeing it right now with Counsell and the Cubs. But like, I agree with you, Juice. Like, I think at that time it 100% was more like that's why people with like Joe Madden would always critique his managing and everything, right? Like, because of how he would handle the pitching role and how he would, because he was an AL manager and like that was a big deal. Like I recall that. I absolutely recall that. So that's a good point. It's a good point.
It made it interesting. It made it really interesting.
It did.
Watching it really did.
It was another wrinkle. It was another wrinkle to the game that you had to consider.
Mm-hmm.
But like Scott said here, Arrieta bombs were 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Him and
Big Z bomb.
Dude, I used to love watching Zambrano hit. That was like my favorite thing in the world was Big Z hitting.
Can you imagine that 16 team with a DH?
Oh my God, it'd be stupid.
Yeah, that team.
That's a whole nother ball. That team wins 5, 6, 7 more games that year if they have a DH.
Then you have Coughlin and Soler in the lineup pretty much every day, not altering, right?
But you never have.
Yeah.
Trying to think of the lineup. Right
then
now.
you maybe never have the John Lester Suicide Squad though.
Yeah. No, wait. Didn't that come late when he was pinch hitting?
It did. It was a pinch hit situation, but
They ran out of
against
you would have never had
Seattle
the Arrieta
because-
home run in the playoffs. You would have never had that.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure
or
that Lester wouldn't have like
Travis
pinch
Wood
hit.
either.
Travis
Yeah.
Wood.
Travis Wood was a good
Travis
hitter.
Wood playing left field.
Dude.
Yeah, that was regular season. That was the same game,
Yeah, that
wasn't it?
That was the
think it
Seattle game,
was.
I think. Yeah.
See,
It was so fun, man. And like
Yeah,
watching even like
yeah.
Mark Pryor and Kerry Wood used to hit decently. Like
Yeah.
Wood used to hit bombs. Pryor at least hit like I don't know how many he hit. He hit one or two.
Honestly,
Kerry Wood hit a 2-run or 3-run home run in Game 7 of the NLCS.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he gave us life at that moment, and I was like, okay, maybe.
Sonny
Darren throws it back even farther. Rick Sutcliffe bombs.
Was Suddy hitting bombs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Suddy was a good hitter for a pitcher. That's
Oh,
why.
wait.
That's why that was honestly one of my favorite things about Travis Wood. I feel like I was a big Travis Wood fan. Like I loved Travis Wood because as you guys got to remember, for me, like as a kid, like I watched baseball, but I didn't get into it like on the nerdy side like I am now until like 2008, 2009. So like that's like my like hardcore like I remember the stupid roster transaction that happened in the middle of June type like stuff. But I love Travis Wood, dude, because I was like, this dude's awesome. Like he's a lefty, he hits, like he's a good hitter too. Like there was something about Travis Wood, man. I liked Travis Wood a lot. He was like hardcore one of my favorite probably Cubs in like my early years. It was like him and like for me, like Alfonso Soriano was always my guy. Like I liked Soriano before he was ever a Cub.
A beast.
So like he came to the Cubs, I was like, go, like this is it. I had one of those old school the Sorianos where it's all blue lettering on the old white home uniforms.
Did you ever have the Soriano jersey? I feel like everyone had a jersey.
I had a Soriano jersey.
You did?
I think my favorite jersey I ever owned was Reed Johnson.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's a cool one to have.
Yeah.
Was he 33? Was Reed 33? I don't
He was
remember.
9.
He was 9?
He was 9.
Why did 33 just come in my head?
Reed
Anyways.
Johnson, number 9. Yeah. I had his jersey. I had a couple of weird shirts. I had a Matt Garza jersey.
Fukudome.
I had a Matt Garza shirt. I had a Fukudome jersey. You've heard that story, Joey.
I know what happened.
Juice, have you heard that story?
I-
I've told it, I think, once on this podcast before.
What?
The Fukudome jersey story.
When you went to
When I was in middle
office
school
or something.
Yeah, and one of the old gym teachers, older lady, she didn't watch baseball. Totally thought it was like a custom shirt that I made, and they took me to the office. And thank God, one of the other male gym teachers in there, he's like, "Yeah, Fukudome, that's a player that just signed with the Cubs," and she was so embarrassed. It was a great story though, especially because I realized it on the way down there, like why we were going, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is kind of funny when I have to explain that like this is an actual player." And it's not just me making some stupid shit up as like some punk ass, 14-year-old, 13, 14-year-old kid. I had a
you weren't saying the Harry Carey pronunciation way, if you were to say it.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I had a Matt Garza jersey. I had a Carlos Pena jersey for sure because those guys were raised. So like, as soon as they came, I was pumped. I was like, here we go.
McGriff.
Especially Blacketta was fun.
Actually, that was a little bit before. Yeah, that would have been.
McGriff, that was a little before me.
That would have been before, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit before. Oh, who's this guy?
Oh,
Hey guys,
Tyler.
Hello, sir.
what's up, guys? Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
loud and clear,
because
baby.
I had the worst experience last episode with Joey. I'm pretty sure Joey's Wi-Fi left. If his Wi-Fi is good right now, it came over to my house all the way down south to the point where I had to basically just do it on my phone, which is what I'm doing right now, and turn off the Wi-Fi, do all that crap. But I guess I'm working right now, guys. I got one thing I got to tell y'all, just one thing, and you guys know it. Most Cubs fans know it. He is him. And I'm sober as a bird right now. I've had sushi. That's it. You know, I'm as clear-minded as I possibly could be right now, but he is him. Now, with that being said, you guys know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Most of the fans know who I'm talking about. But there's people out there that don't know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Dinguses, dingai, whatever you want to call it. Dingai, I call dingai. That's a group of dinguses. That's more than one. It's like a herd of dinguses. It's dingai. So when I say he is him, here's a trivia question here's the answer to the trivia question. When I say he is him, boys, and again, you guys know, I'm referring to the man, the steal of the off season. I'm talking. Shh. No. Shh. That's a little better. Shh. Yoda! Yeah. Here's the thing. He got roughed up last game. Gave up one whole run. Awful. Terrible. Knocked his ERA up to like what? Almost 1? Oh my gosh. So my dog's coming here to make sure I'm okay. And my wife's probably sitting there like, golly, he's like, something's wrong with him.
What they put?
Don't worry, Tyler. That's a common theme tonight.
Oh, surely not. But guys, like, I know it's trivia night, but like that last inning with JD Martinez, like when you catch the ball back from your catcher and you take it and toss it behind your back and catch it in the middle of like that bat, like I knew right then it was over.
He's feeling good.
He's feeling it. So, how you guys doing?
Doing well. I think Nico Horner's safe.
Man.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance that he is safe.
And well, speaking of, there's a good chance. I'm watching the game on my Wi-Fi, so there's a good chance it's about to go out. There's a good chance that my wife's probably about to tell me too that it just went out, but we'll see.
I'm sorry
Yeah,
I
what
spread my
happened?
disease to you.
I don't know. I really don't know. I've had this. I don't know what it is. Like it just keeps kicking on and off all the time. I
think Joey's traveling and just unhooking it and then
probably
steering away.
See, Tyler, remember that stream that I gave you last year?
Oh, yes, the stream that stream that you were the host. Well, take that back. You were supposed to be the host. And then when the countdown started, it was me on the screen.
Oh, no, that's not even what I was talking about, Tyler.
Oh.
So remember, but yeah, that was crazy too. What I'm talking about is the link, the one that we're not supposed to. Okay. You're trying to watch a Cubs game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to mention it, actually, like legit. You know what I'm talking about. So I thought, really the reason why I did that is I was trying to set up like gradually, maybe I could pass my Wi-Fi to you through that.
Mm-hmm.
So like the viruses you were getting over time, it was slowing down and crashing your computer.
Oh, you was talking about the time you sent me the link to watch the Reds game and it crashed my computer.
Yeah, which I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I will say, thanks to that, if it had not been for that, then I would not have discovered this awesome app that I use to watch most of my TV now. So thank you, Joe.
Hey, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just call yourself the Lord?
No. He was just working through me, but he had to.
No, Shota is him, Joey. Come on.
He is him. He's God. Shota Imanaga, Yamama.
So how's trivia night going?
Honestly, Tyler, we haven't played a lot of trivia.
We haven't.
Okay.
Do you want to stay on for a trivia question? Juice has more.
Throw me a question.
With this group, dude, you think we can make it through past 3 questions? We got to 3 questions and we
got to 3 questions and our ADHD slipped in.
Yeah.
I got you.
We did have one earlier about Sergio Mitre. Remember Sergio Mitre?
Pitcher.
Yeah.
Was he the one? Didn't he collide with somebody? Like he had a decent little stretch one season, but didn't he like have a collision with somebody else?
He
Was
might.
Ooh,
That I don't remember.
Did he get traded to the Marlins?
Mm-hmm.
He did in the Juan Pierre trade. That was the question.
That's right. Oh,
That
my
was the
bad.
question of the night. There you go, Tyler. You just dissected the question of the night.
He just answered the question. Damn it, Tyler, right on the money.
Damn, you idiot. Now we can't play no more.
Dude,
No,
I
no,
did
what-
not know. I don't know shit. Darren said Tyler woke his girlfriend.
I'm sorry, Darren. I apologize.
Right. Who is that?
I'm sorry.
Just fucking screaming.
Who else? It was Mitre and was it Hesiop Choi?
Was he in that trade?
Was he?
Remember him?
Oh no,
think he
Eastside
was in
Joy
that
was in the
trade.
collision.
He was in the collision, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, but he also went to the Marlins because I remember when he went to the Marlins, didn't he kind of like after that it was kind of didn't really hear from him again or something?
Ah, maybe.
Yeah, I think
He
you're
didn't
right.
do much after the Cubs. After he got hurt, he really
I
wasn't
like
the
me
same.
some. I like me some Hesiop Choi.
He
I'm
looked
probably
good
butchering
early.
His name, but like, yeah, and even Mitre had a point. Mitre had a point like with the Cubs where like he was doing all right.
Yeah.
You know
He
which
was
guy I
doing
really, you know which guy I miss, and Bobby Foster. This was one of the questions I was going to ask you last time, Ron. But like we got
we
you
got
down
super
in
sidetracked.
80,000 hot dogs and beers. But so Bobby asked me one night. He just messaged me in Twitter and just said, "Hey, random question: who's your top 5 favorite random Cubs?" And I believe one of mine was Matt, or no. Why is my mind going blank? Matt Merton.
Squirtin' Matt Merton?
Oh yes.
I love the way he wore his pants. I love. Yeah, I did.
The first thing you said.
He was one of the first ones that like he took his pants and like put before it was super cool to have like the pants. They were like just going in style, like the long pant, not like super baggy, but wearing them like all the way down, like on your shoe tops. He would like take them and almost put them like in his back spike of his cleat. Like that's how
That was kind of a evolving style.
And I loved his bat, like his actual bat, like the knob and the way he taped. I don't know, there was just something about him that I just really liked. But he was just another one that like I think he got traded to the A's maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
But like he was just one of those guys I was really
Favorite
like.
random Cubs. Ooh, that's a good question.
But yeah, he was.
Anybody want the next trivia question?
Yes.
All right. Which former U.S. president once broadcasted a Chicago Cubs game?
I know the answer to this too. Damn it, I can't think either.
A Cubs game.
It's not Ronald Reagan, is it?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's my only answer.
That would make sense.
It is Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job,
Eureka,
Ron.
Illinois native, baby. He's a Cubs fan. You know he's a Cubs fan, or was a Cubs fan. All right. Yeah. That was a
Ronald
guess,
Reagan.
too. I didn't even know that for sure. I feel smart as fuck right now. Let's go.
Great answer.
That's the only one I'm going to get right the whole night. Because Juice has all these ones that are like predate Ron Luce. Like
you couldn't read a book.
I could read a book, but like I didn't get to the nerdy level of Cubs fandom until a very like much later
That's
age,
true.
I feel like, than you guys.
We were also talking about that, Tyler. Like what, for me, like 2003, that team broke me and then dragged me in. Like that's from that on, like all in.
So 2003 was the first time I cried as a baseball fan.
Awful.
I was 2003. I was 13, and I remember my dad, like, because my dad was a big Giants fan, and I just remember that series. I remember because I was, like I said, I was 13. I remember the Bartman game, remember all that, and I remember after that game, like I was nervous, but also like we got one more. I didn't realize I was too young to realize that that what that play did. Like now, if that game happened now, I would have gone into game 7 just like, okay, we've lost. It's over. I didn't think that way at the time. And I just remember, so we had church that night for game 7. I remember just getting out and going straight to the Suburban. My dad's Suburban, this big, ugly burgundy and tan Suburban. And I remember when I got in the truck, Kerry Wood had just hit a home run. And I want to say, I guess this could be a trivia question. Who made the last out of that game of that game 7? And it was either, for some reason, I feel like it was either Randall Simon. Jock Jones wasn't on the team yet, right?
No, in 03?
I feel like it was Randall Simon. I don't remember, but like.
Speaking of favorite random Cubs,
Simon.
No, Jock Jones, baby.
Yeah.
I love Jock Jones.
I just love saying
my.
his name.
Jock Jones top. Jock Jones and another right fielder, Sam Fold.
Me and my buddy used to like.
He's in a front office role now, ain't he?
Yeah. Phillies.
Is he?
I mean,
Think
he
so.
was good.
Oh.
It sucked watching him leave because once he left, when
he was good with the Rays.
With the Rays, yes,
yeah,
he
with
was.
Tampa.
He was really good.
I saw a lot of games with him in Tampa.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But now, as far as fandom, I mean, I remember a lot of it mainly because of my dad and going to card shows. '98, I was 8 years old, but like our pitching machine team was the Cubs. Everybody fought over who wanted to be 21.
Yeah.
And then it was who wants to be 34. I remember, so I don't remember when I was 8, I don't remember the 20 strikeout game, but I do remember after that, his rookie card, everybody wanted his Bowman rookie card. It was the USA one. It had like the USA on the back or whatever. Like that was the card. Everyone was like, oh, that's Roger Clemens right there. Like I remember that was like a hot card. That and then Sosa's 89 Leaf card like that year. I just remember that like it was yesterday. Because he also had a Donruss card, but like it wasn't as big as the Leaf card. You wanted the Leaf card. But yeah, it had to have been 98 just because I just remember that's the first year I went to a game. I went to 2 of them. I went to they played the Rockies. Sosa hit a homer. And then they played the Diamondbacks. They lost. I think we got gypped that day, though, because these people told us they were plumbers and they were going down to fix the water fountain at the 7th inning stretch. They left. Didn't see them forever. And then they came back, and they were like, oh, yeah, when we go, we'll each get you a ball. We went with another family, and they're like, oh, we'll get you a ball, and we'll have it autographed. We'll get you 10 guys on there. And so we're naming off guys because I had King Griffith Jr. Slugfest. And so I was just naming off, like, people I remember. Kevin Toppany. And Henry Rodriguez and Mickey Morandini. And I didn't realize, I'm 8. I just remember the game and I remember the names. And lo and behold, like in the 9th inning, dude comes back with 2 baseballs. But I'm pretty sure they were those Wrigley Field printed balls that had the printer. But I didn't know that as a kid. I believed it like it was just like, dude, we got it. And,
That's awesome, though.
I was going to say.
Looking back on it now, it's just like, why the hell would they fix the water fountain during the game?
Yeah, that is kind of a weird
for the
thing.
First 6 innings.
Tyler, if you want me to answer that trivia question, who made the last out in Game 7? I think it was Paul Bacco.
Paul Bacco. Old
Really?
catcher.
Paul Bacco.
What a name.
What a name.
Paul Bacco, and then they had Damian Miller. Remember Damian Miller?
Yep. Former D-back.
I remember. So
when they got him, I was excited.
I was watching an old. They play a Cubs Mets game a lot on Cubs Classics, and I can't remember. I think it's a Mark Pryor game, and because they were doing the stats on Paul Bacco, so I just went down Baseball Reference. Look up his Baseball Reference sometime. Like that dude was like a journeyman.
Oh yeah,
Bacco.
Bacco was, yeah.
I think he was a former Marlin too. Now that we're talking about that Marlin Cubs connection,
I think
in a red. I think he was a red.
He was everywhere. Like he played for everybody, and like didn't have like. I mean, he was your typical journeyman backup. He was
Mark
a guy.
Remlinger. Remember Mark
Mike
Remlinger?
Mike Remlinger, yeah.
I have bad memories because Mike Remlinger always came in either before or after Antonio Alfonseca.
Oh, dude, we were talking about him earlier, Tyler, with the extra finger and the sinker and
Gosh.
Who else was
Split-
that?
I just remember him like it was yesterday. Like anytime he came in, even as a kid then, like I knew like
he was
this
bad.
is not now like
He had like times I feel like that he was good, but he was
had moments, but like it just and Remlinger was just that Remlinger and Alfonseca.
Red Zalonic.
I like Grudzalonic.
Mark Grutzalonic.
Mark Gredzalonic.
Yeah.
I think he was the one that
Tom Gordon,
Tom Gordon. The Flash.
The Flash.
And then he went to the Yankees. Remember that? He went to the Yankees
Yeah.
after that.
Tom Gordon was kind of a beast. Jeff Frazier,
Jeff Frazier.
lefty.
I remember somebody made the comparison of which it wasn't bad, I guess, even though I think this guy had his
Oh no, not Frazier. Jeff Facero. My bad.
Jeff
Why did I say-
Facero.
Yeah, it's not Frazier.
the
Jason
whole
Beret.
Adbert comparison
Jason
to
Beret, yeah.
Marmol.
Yeah.
The thing
Carlos
with Marmol
Marmol.
though, like I don't remember Marmol like getting hit as much as he just
He was
walked
more
a lot of
wild,
guys.
right? He was
Yeah,
more
Yeah,
wild.
he walked like,
but when he was on, he was on.
oh, he was
Yeah.
gross. That slider was disgusting.
It's disgusting.
wipe
yeah.
him
We
out.
always tried to throw, like, I remember, like, playing catch. We'd always try to
That's
throw that Marmol slider.
Mhm.
I just with Marmol, he was one of those guys like and I was left-handed, but like I'd always try to like mimic his like just his wind up and stuff. I just thought that was pretty cool.
He did have a cool windup.
He did. It was just and then I think he was another one. Didn't he go to the Marlins too?
He might have.
Maybe, yeah,
I think
maybe.
he went to the Marlins.
He might have, yeah.
may
He
have
washed
been
out
Marlins.
real quick after the
He
Cubs.
did.
He was
Yeah,
pretty
he
much
did.
done. Well, did he go to the Indians too? Or Guardians, I guess now, but whatever. Something, I don't know why I thought that. Joe Borowski was fun to watch. That backdoor slider. Joe Borowski's backdoor slider. I loved watching that pitch. Like, he just get somebody like frozen to end the game. I loved it.
Yeah.
Speaking of slider, Yency Almonte into the game.
Yancey's got a nasty one.
He has his moments, man.
Yancey's got when he's on, he's another one. When he's on, he looks.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize the situation right now. Good grief.
Yeah.
Oh, we better. I didn't think Yancey would be in this game, so that's why I was not really thinking what you were saying. I thought you were just saying Yancey Almonte slide. Look at us Cubs fans, horrible Cubs fans, not paying attention.
Well, it's not good. Rod Beck, shooter,
Oh,
R.I.P.
hang in the arm. You can't see it, but he used to do that. He wasn't like Craig
Dude,
Kimbrell, but he.
What about JMO the other night? You guys?
Oh,
like,
man. We were talking about that a little.
Are we bought in on him yet?
I like.
Yes.
I'm
I remember I was bought in before.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, you was.
He was my bounce back guy.
I'll be honest. He was the guy that like he may have been. I don't know if it was bounce back or like I don't know if we had a category for like who's the guy that like I'm hey you gotta like I guess it was bounce back, but like I just at the same time though I wasn't as confident as you was, Juice. I wasn't like I was expecting not what he's done so far, to be honest.
Who was my bounce back? Was that my bounce back too? I think I might have had the same one as you, Juice.
You might have.
I don't
We have
remember.
to go back and look at those. Yency.
Let's go.
I will say the one
That's a
guy
downer.
I think Joey, me and you talked about it. The one guy that I feel like is just like, just really, as far as just like he's obviously in a slump, but just like really needs to step up. I feel like is Ian Happ.
He's been
Yeah.
horrible.
He has, and you said it. I saw your tweet the other day, Juice. As far as like this is the time for him and Dansby to like pick it up and like,
Where's Ian Happ's power? Like, I know he's not like a power hitter, but like he's a over 20 home run guy. Where is it?
He's only done that once. That was last year.
He's a walker.
What do you mean he's only done that once?
He's only once hit over 20 home runs last year.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I'm pretty. Was it his All-Star season? I don't.
I'm
looking it up right
He
now.
only had 17 homers his All-Star season.
I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that's the only time
Yeah,
he's hit 20
here.
home runs.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's done it one other time. 2021, he had 25 with the
Okay.
juice ball.
The
With the
reason
juice
why,
ball.
though, the reason why
Oh, and then
Look at
24
this.
his rookie
Look
year.
at that.
But that
This
was
is
with
why-
juice baseball.
he throws us
Speaking of which,
off.
let's
though.
bring that juice baseball back.
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
No, he's done it. Yeah, he's had 20 home runs 3 times. I guess the juice ball, though, that does make it.
But
Was
do
it
you
the-
lose?
well,
Do you
I-
lose
yeah.
a lot of the?
Yancy Almonte!
Did he get out of it?
Yeah, he got out of it.
Sorry, had to yell.
To be
at
honest,
that
I'm
one.
surprised my internet's still working right now.
I love me some Yancy.
You
Yeah,
do
that's your
love
guy.
Yancy.
That's
When
your
he's
guy.
on, he's on.
You are the
If he
leader of
ever
the
figures
Yancy
it out.
Almonte Club.
If he ever figures it out, he's gonna be gross. I use him in the show a lot too.
Do you?
Yeah, I just throw a bunch of sliders with him.
His slider's gross. It's like one of the best pitches statistically in baseball. But
I
like,
literally just spam sliders on the show with Yancy Almonte.
He can do both with it too. It's like one's like a downer and one's like more of a side across, right? With his slider.
I think he throws a couple.
Did he throw like 2
I
variations?
think he's
of
got
it?
like that horizontal break, and then he's got that down kind
Mhm.
of dropper. Yeah, Darren's right too about lighter here.
Like him
lighter,
lighter.
slurvy slider, ain't be slurving
Yeah.
or sliding of late. Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
throwing a lot of splitters lately.
I mean,
That,
yeah, but he's
that
also
Boston
not
game?
giving up a run until like the last outing he had, right?
Yeah.
Or one of like, it's gonna happen. It's
We're
gonna
gonna
happen.
get the Hector
Water
Neris
punch.
show with the lead.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That might be nerve wracking.
I said it the other. He gives me Alfonseca vibes. In that role.
He's the best we got though.
Yeah.
In that
Maybe
ninth inning
Keegan.
role.
I want to see Keegan do it.
I would be okay seeing
I
Keegan.
think he can do it for sure.
I think
I want to see
think
Ben
it's
Brown,
fine.
man. When he gets moved to the pen, I want to
Yeah.
see it.
I think Ben Brown finds himself in the pen eventually. Like when everybody's healthy. When
Yeah.
everybody gets 100. Because you're
Yeah.
not taking – if you take Javier Assad out of this rotation,
You can't.
You can't.
I'm just going to say this. I will be very mad. I'll
Yeah,
be
you
so
can't.
mad. Just mad.
Yeah. No,
But you can't take him out. And yeah, Ben Brown, he's got that 2-pitch mix going. That like,
but
you
it's
know,
a nasty 2-pitch mix, man.
it's a nasty 2-pitch mix. Yeah.
That
And who's to
fucking
say?
That's
who's to
closer
say-
type stuff.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not
That is
comparing
closer
him.
shit.
I'm not comparing him to Mason Miller. But Mason Miller, as a starter, he would hover around 98, 99. Who's to say you get Ben Brown that 7th, 8th, 9th? Hey, you got 1 inning.
Go
One
throw
inning
your
game.
bullets. Yeah.
Throw
Who's to-
99.
who's to say-
Yeah.
Who's to say? Yeah.
Throw
Who's to say,
101.
yeah. You just give everything you got for that inning, and who doesn't say he throws 100 or 101? You know?
Speaking of Mason Miller, let's talk about that. Bobby Foster wrote a phenomenal article over at OnTap
I saw that.
about that they should go. I watched his inning last night against the Orioles, or was it the Orioles or the Giants? Might have been the Giants.
Orioles. No, it was the Orioles. They
Was
took
it the
2 out of
Orioles?
3.
Okay.
Yeah, they just took 2 out of 3.
Filthy.
Yeah,
That's gonna
Disgusting.
cost so much.
Yeah, he's
It
protected.
will. That's the problem because he's got a lot. He's got a lot of service time still
Hey,
to like.
And who's
be
even
had
to
under
say that
team
the
control.
Athletics want to trade him?
I don't
exactly.
think they
He's
would.
so
I don't
damn
think they
good.
would. He's so good. He's such a
He's-
weapon as that closer.
They're not winning that division, but like they're not going to finish last. And
No.
it's because of that bullpen. And Mason Miller's up there, but like they've got another guy that hits 101. I can't remember his name, but like he hits 10. He hits almost 102 as well. Like they've got a pretty good pen. Now, obviously they don't have any hitters, but I don't know who's to say. I don't see him making moves, these next big moves, but like, yeah, I agree. I don't see him going anywhere right now.
It
Well,
would
fun
just-
fact, he made his debut against the Cubs last year.
He
He
did.
did.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
remember that
He did
game.
really
I
well.
distinctly,
He did really
I
well.
distinctly remember that game. Yeah,
And he
I
started that game.
that was
yeah,
the Eric
yeah.
Hosmer, Trey
started-
Mancini Cubs days of 2023. It was
I think
early in the year.
I bet you they're going to turn him back though. They're going to
And
make
I-
him. They're going to
I
make him a
think when he
starter.
left that game, I don't think he was losing. I don't know if the Cubs were winning.
No,
I
I
remember,
thought
like,
they
I
were
think it was
tied.
tied. It was
Yeah.
like 0-0. Yeah, he was shutting him out. He was dirty. He might have given up 2 runs. I think it was 2 runs. It was like 2-2.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he was
struck out
nasty,
like-
dude.
He struck out like 8.
Yeah, he did. He punched out a
Really?
lot of Cubs that day. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
he was-
saw that.
he
I
was
saw
filthy
that
with
article
that.
that Bobby wrote, and I was like, man, that'd be awesome. I just
Oh,
don't.
he's so sick.
I just don't see it
It
happening.
would cost.
He
like,
would cost
you
so
guys,
much.
yeah.
He would cost.
And you
so
know, people
much,
are going to
dude.
call. People are going to call about him like
Oh,
all
for
season,
sure.
probably. And you have
There
to.
you
I
go.
mean, you have to.
So he in that first start that he made last year, he went 4 1/3, 4 hits, the 2 earned. He walked 1. He struck out 5 on 81 pitches,
Jesus Christ.
You guys want to?
and he got the no decision, so it was tied. It was 2-2 that day.
Guys,
when
listen,
he left the game.
dude. Listen to his last 5 games.
Oh.
I just looked up his last 5 games. He's pitched 1 inning in each, except 1 1/3 in one of them. 3 strikeouts, 2 strikeouts, 3 strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Yeah.
3 strikeouts, 2 strikeouts, 3 Ks, 2 Ks. He's
He
got
pitched-
at least 2
And
or
then
3
he pitched
Ks every
tonight. He pitched tonight. He only had 1 tonight, but yeah. He's
that's-
been gross, dude. He's been gross.
night.
He's
No
he's
runs.
crazy. I picked him up on one of my fantasy baseball teams because he's nasty.
You
Yeah,
got
that's
to. Yeah.
a great pickup. How were you even able to pick him up?
There's certain leagues I play in where people aren't smart, or I just get to them faster. Honestly, in baseball, dude, I've struggled this year keeping up with like the transactions and stuff. But that was my thing. That's how I won a lot of leagues a lot of years, and now I can't do that anymore.
If you stay on top of it, though, it's yeah.
Oh, it's killer. I got him. Is it this league that I got him in? It is this league. I actually got him in the league that I'm in with Bobby. That Bobby invited me to play in this year,
Mm.
which was actually a good league. This league's hardcore. I suck. I'm 0-5 right now.
Jeez.
It's
0-5. Damn, Ron, come on.
It's bad, dude. My hitters haven't done dick yet. My hitters need to wake up. Like my pitching's good. My hitters aren't doing shit right now. I have one good hitter. It's Alec Bohm. That's who I've got right now. Like Bryce Harper's cold.
Wow.
I desperately need a second baseman. Caballero for the Rays is my second baseman.
That was a bad, horrible swing.
Did you see his reaction afterwards?
He was like, that thing disappeared.
I got
Yeah.
I got
Like, said it 3 times.
Oh, dude, he's pressing. We were just talking about that. I mean, he had a nice rip earlier, but like he just, I don't know, man.
Chris Sale dealed tonight though. Thank God.
He's been good. Well, hey
He has.
guys, I'm
Sale's
gonna
been
jump
nasty.
off. It was good talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Tyler?
I may be seeing you guys tomorrow on the show.
Please do.
If the stars line, I should be all right.
Yeah, we gotta.
And also, hey, Tuesday, Ron.
I'll be there,
I'll be
baby.
there. I will be there.
What
You guys
time?
going
What
this next
time are
week?
you?
My flight,
time are you
my
getting in?
flight gets in I get in fairly early. What sucks is like the next day I leave at it's like 5:30 in the morning. It's bad.
That's
Yeah, that
rough.
sucks.
Yeah.
That's
But Juice,
really rough.
was you about to ask me something?
I don't think so.
Didn't
For
you-
everybody, hold on, time out. For everybody that's like farewelling us off, we're not leaving yet. Tyler's jumping off. I'm gonna stay on unless you guys are trying to.
Darren, you are yes, Darren.
Yeah, we're not
The game's
leaving.
not
The
over
game's
yet.
You're right. And fun fact, Darren. Fun fact, because I saw this last year. I love Time Hop because you can go back and see what you did like the year before. So last year was when me and my wife went on a cruise to Mexico. Fun fact, Cubs on Tap is the #1 listened to Cubs podcast in Cancun, Mexico. So yeah.
No way.
We're out of the country. Oh yeah, I listened to it. Everybody listened to it. We were on
You
that.
told
aisle. I was
everybody?
told everybody. We were all listening to it. All of us.
Why didn't I believe that for a
Hilarious.
second, dude? Tyler,
It's true. It's true. What do you mean believe it? It's true. It's true, Joey.
well, I know you told everybody, but okay.
They
that's true.
all listen. Like I'm telling you, just look it up. Look up the numbers. I'm telling you. Go book you a trip to Cancun this summer. They'll tell you.
I got to go down there just to see this. That's why.
Just to
Why
find
wouldn't-
out.
Yeah. Well, then go. Well, yeah, go with your fiance down there. She'll love it because you're taking her down to Cancun. Who doesn't love Cancun? And just, yeah, they'll tell you.
That could be the
I promise
honeymoon
you.
spot, actually, Tyler. That's a good thinking.
There you go. Yeah.
Look at
That's
that.
good thinking.
Look at that.
You didn't want to stay for Hector Neris, Tyler?
Yeah, come on, Tyler.
Well,
Yeah,
fun
this is
fact,
gonna
if I could show you guys, look at this.
Who's
Now that you say that, and I hope it's not bad. My my internet just shut off. I'm not even watching the game right now.
Oh no. No, you have to stay then.
Joey.
Yeah, you got to
Joey
stay.
knows
We'll
that
walk
feeling.
you. We'll walk you through everything that's happening.
You don't have to
I
look
hear
at my
you,
face.
You
Is this
guess-
legal?
No, wait, no,
No.
take it down.
You're gonna get us canceled.
Don't get
Is
us
this
canceled.
legal?
Yeah,
Joey's that guy that goes up to a girl at the bar and goes, "Did you
It's
smell like
copyrighted.
chloroform?"
yeah.
it's my marquee. I don't know.
No, but it's still we are publicly
Yeah.
live to people to
Yeah.
view.
All right, you
Give me
didn't
that.
see.
The
They didn't see
FBI,
anything.
the
It's all
FBI,
right.
all of them. About to.
If we get a copyright, I'm gonna have to.
You thought your internet was
Poor
bad
Joey.
now, Joey?
It's gonna be shut
We're
down
about to
completely.
cut the cord.
Okay, that's
But-
one.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
one.
dude, he got through 7 innings with 87
Oh, we had
pitches.
one out.
Yeah,
he's,
dude.
he's getting
Shota
dirtier and dirtier.
Shota dialed in.
87
Jonah Imanaga.
Yo, mama.
Yo, mama, Shota Imanaga.
Hilarious. Yeah, he was gross tonight.
What happened to Scott? Scott
Yeah,
in the comments
88,
still?
88 pitches.
Scott's
Six
too
and a-
nervous right now.
Or no, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Oh,
87 pitches, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs,
guys.
1 walk, 7 Ks.
you leaving, Tyler?
That's so dirty.
how many outs we got? What is it?
One
We got
out.
one out.
There's
runner
one
up
out. Well, yeah, run on first because fucking Neris just plunked Pete Alonso.
Yep.
first, Which is, I mean, I'm okay.
AD Mart's up.
Let me see if I can take you guys with me.
Oh.
It sounds like it's
Going
still
on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Oh.
Joey.
Joey. Not good.
Oh,
Oh, not
oh
good.
no. Oh no.
I thought it was really good, but no.
Oh, it was almost really good. Oh man.
Oh, this is not
Oh man. Oh, PCA almost made the catch of the fucking year, dude. Up on the fence like that.
good. This is a problem.
Oh, shit.
You know what though? He dropped it before he even hit the wall, but it could have been some of that thinking about the wall there. Like that's a play. He's gonna tell you I should have made that play.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, that's a heartbreaker, dude. That would have been so gross.
Well, here we go with the Hector Neris roller coaster,
The circus.
the freaking tilt-a-whirl. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
They're gonna blow this game, aren't they?
Should have just kept
This
it
is
Yancey.
Well, why wouldn't
Such
you?
a
Who's
somber
on deck?
ending.
Who's on deck?
Oh, Jeff McNeil has such a punchable face.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And that's because here's the thing. Here's the reason why though. It's because was it opening weekend when they played the Brewers and he was all
Oh, it was when he
Reese
bitched at the
Hoskins and he's just like, really, dude?
Yeah,
Like he was just trying to break up the double play. That was a baseball play, and what
I
the F was that?
sickly like this move from Darren.
Dude,
Well,
that's what I was saying. That's why I was like,
great
who's
for a
on
double
deck?
play.
I kind of want that. Like,
Yeah.
load him up with one out.
Does Neris ever scare you when you're watching him? Like it almost looks like he doesn't come set half the time.
Because he probably doesn't.
They just don't call it anymore.
They don't, so I guess not.
They're weird about that.
I don't know. I think he's got enough of a pause where they allow it. He's just quick.
I guess. Yeah.
As long as he doesn't get too crazy with it, I think they won't call him. It's not egregious.
That one was a pause for sure.
I don't like this. What happened? Why are they going to spoil a good Imanaga fucking start?
Yeah, you can't. Do
He's
that.
got him set up for this splitter blowing away if he could locate it, though.
One,
He tried
two.
to.
Yeah, he did try to. I just saw that.
You're not going to beat McNeil on a fastball.
No, you're not.
Well,
And
guys.
he tried to right there. He tried to fucking beat him on a fastball, didn't he? What are you doing?
Oh!
Yeah. No way. He's safe. No way.
No way.
I feel like he just blocked. The crap out
He
of the
can't.
plate.
But he can't do that though
No,
anymore. They can't do that anymore.
That
That was a great play, but I mean, like real baseball, like back in the day, like that's normal, right? That'd be a great play if you're catching.
Yeah. 3 years ago, that wouldn't have even been a thing. The game would have been
Right.
over.
The game would have been over.
I'm
We'd be
pretty
pumped.
sure he blocked the crap out of the plate.
Yeah, it did look like he did.
Yeah.
But
His foot is standing on home plate.
but if the ball is bringing him that
Wait
way,
a second. No, he got his
His
hand
foot-
in there. He got his hand in there. Watch it
He may
again.
already be safe.
I'm still waiting for the replay.
His hand's in there. He's safe. He's not even blocked.
Oh man.
You really can't see it.
Oh,
You get a
Yeah.
better angle.
You can see it. He's got it. Wait.
Yeah,
Oh, he lifted
no.
his hand though.
He was safe.
Remember, the call on the field is out.
He lifted his hand.
I safe though. I
And
think
then
they're
he
just
puts
gonna
his
call
hand
it.
down. When?
I think,
When
I
does he?
think they
When
break-
does he
I
put his
think they
hand down?
say- I
He
think
lifted
they
his
say it's
hand.
blocking the plate because his foot. But while he's waiting for the ball, his foot is right smack in the middle of home plate.
Yeah, they could call that, Tyler. I guess because the throw didn't really take him anywhere, did it?
Get Jeff Nick.
I
Get
mean-
Jeff
Back
McNeil
of
off
it.
the TV.
I think they're gonna call it
Ugh.
safe. I hate it. Fucking Shota should have a win here.
If they don't, this will be the most talked about topic tomorrow because
Yeah.
I don't see how they don't turn this back or reverse it, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
It's taking a lot longer than I thought it would, though, which usually
It
means
is.
that it gets upheld.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. I hope it is, but
If it would have been if that was DJ.
But I got a
Stewart
feeling
on
that
third
it's
base,
not going to, because we would have gotten the vibrate Cubs win prior to this already, because
Yeah.
they seem to spoil the games for us.
the longer this goes, even JD or Boog was just saying that Juice is probably going to be out.
I just don't see like an angle where unless they're going to call the blocking, which I get that, but how can you confirm he got the plate? Because his hand does come up.
His hand comes out. It's all about if they have that
it's
angle
hard-
of when the
it's
hand
hard to
comes down.
see-
I think
it's hard
it has
to see if
to.
he's safe.
But that's
And
not
thankfully,
that's
he
not a
called
good
out.
look.
Oh boy.
Yeah, when was the tag and when was the? Yeah, I mean, he called him out on the initial. They want to get this right so bad though, because they don't want to end the game on it.
Oh my goodness.
They don't want to do inconclusive.
Just call him out. I want to go home.
Why
Yeah,
they keep
please,
showing-
let's go.
Why do they keep
Get him
showing
outta here.
McNeil? He's not the one that slid. Oh, McNeil looks pretty mad. Whoever he was talking. Hang on. Say
If
it.
this takes this long, just call him out.
Uh-oh. Huh? Or maybe not.
Cubs win.
Yeah?
Bingo!
Wow.
Oh, let's go!
That's an electric win there, boys.
No way, dude. They are fucking livid.
Oh, that game. Oh, sorry. They did, but that right there. Wow.
That is going to be all over MLB
That'll be-
tonight.
100%.
Oh my God.
All the shows.
I don't
Wow.
know how that's
Yes.
not blocking, but we'll take it.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
man.
Hey,
Yeah.
we need breaks throughout this whole thing. When all these guys are hurt, we will take a break however we get it.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. That's 2 out of 3 so far in this series. That's big on the road.
Like
Props.
you said, Juice. Like you said, thankfully he called out.
Hey, real quick too. Props to Nick Madrigal heads up to see that this ball's not thrown quick enough to get
Yeah.
there and cutting it. Because that's not a normal from the
No.
left fielder. Usually you're
No.
out of the play.
Yeah.
I thought you'd think he's just throwing through, right?
Yep.
Like, yeah, that great play.
This has been 2 straight electric live streams we've had. Tonight, last stream, it was history. Ron down basically 18 between hot dogs and beers, 18 things.
Wait, shh, Tyler,
He
Tyler,
destroyed.
shh, someone's on TV. Okay, no, it's okay. Go ahead. I just wanted to, well, I can see. I don't have to hear her, I guess.
Well,
Oh my god, you're something else, dude.
Go ahead.
you're going to get me in trouble, Joey.
No, I didn't say anything.
Anyways,
Of course, the Cubs, like I said earlier, the Cubs
but yeah.
ruined the games for you. And
Last
Cubs
stream-
win already.
last stream was history. This game was like this. This is going to be one of the most talked about games.
This will
probably
be.
for the
This is a fun
season for everybody.
Yeah.
Just because this will yeah,
You think there's a rule change coming from this?
No.
something. I don't. Maybe not a rule
But-
change, but like
Modification, maybe?
Chris. Okay, so Chris Rose.
Emphasis.
Something. Maybe, I don't
So,
know. Maybe
Chris
not.
Rose,
But
I actually listened to it was either today or yesterday. He made a good point as far as like there was a call in another game. I cannot remember what it was, but it looked like they didn't get it right. And it sucks because like what's going to happen? Let's say this happened in October. And I'm so glad that thankfully the Cubs won. But imagine if this happened in October and the ending was reversed. Instead of like them talking about like the larger channels, like I hate to say, like ESPN and all them, like the story's
Yes.
going to be, man, baseball just can't get its crap right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be negative.
I
And
think
that's
the hardest part with that call is you can't get an angle to see if his hand is on the plate. And also, I think the rule that I call it the Posey rule because that's essentially what it is all subjective. And it's at the viewpoint of the umpire. And
yeah.
the worst part of that rule is the whole idea of if the ball brings you back as a catcher towards the plate, then you have a right as the catcher to not block the plate, but move to receive.
Yeah.
And if it blocks the plate, it's illegal. So what are these guys doing? They're throwing up the line and taking advantage of that rule because technically at that point you are allowed to block.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, they need to take
It's tough.
they need to take out the whole like blocking the plate if the throw moves you part of it. And then you could look at it and go, all right, well, that's a block. Like he blocked the plate there. It's less subjective at that point.
Yeah,
Wow.
that does make it really tough.
What an ending, guys.
I love it, man.
That was
love
a crazy ending.
Dude, Shota deserved this win. Tyler, you got on here and you were like, you know what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
the
hey
man.
Tyler, Darren wants another Banshee like scream.
Yeah.
Darren, do you
hold
want
on.
one?
Okay, now.
Just wild.
So,
Well, that was fun, man.
That was
again,
fun.
That
again,
was-
this game's not possible. This win is not possible. It's not doable without him.
And he is him.
And he is him. And the him I'm referring to. Close your ears, babe. The he I'm referring to, boys. Y'all know it. Shh. Man, I must have. Hang on. Shh. I'll get it here in a second. Shota!
And fuck the Cardinals.
I think that's the only way to end this stream.
I think that is the only way. Let's go, Cubbies.